From Carolla One Studios in Glendale, California, this is The Adam Carolla Show. Adam's guest today, comedian Byron Bowers. And now, a man who likes his women's bra sizes to be the same as his high school grades. Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get on a church mandate. Get it on. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome Jodi Miller back.
Hi.
Byron Bowers as well. Chris Mexpat is over there.
Hey, guys.
Byron, I saw last at the Malibu sort of Cars and Coffee. They did their last one over there. That's where Leno kind of came out first time after the fire.
Looking younger. I'm like, man, should I burn myself?
He was
like
very
peel.
exfoliated. Yes.
Women pay a lot of money for that.
He did look better than the pre-fire.
Tight. Well, you see fire victims. Their face is tight. Their skin is tight.
Yeah.
Think about that. It's tight.
Except for sometimes they don't have lips, which will bump me.
That's a little bummer. Or ears. Sometimes not a
Sometimes
nose.
the ears.
But still very young.
Yeah.
I got a lot to get into here today. First, it's all breaking news that Tom Brady's retiring.
Again.
I want to know, mainly from Jodi, but everyone, Byron, jump in on this. Okay. I said 6 months ago when they were getting divorced.
Oh, yeah.
The guy's a 45-year-old player in the NFL. He's the oldest player in the league.
Right.
He could retire at the end of this year. He could play one more year. In terms of a woman and a guy and like the rest of your life, the argument that he keeps doing what he's being paid millions of dollars to do was insane to me. I'm like, he has an entire offseason. He's done.
Right.
He's not going to the Super Bowl. He's at home now. And it was always like, yeah, but Giselle wanted him to hang out, And I'm like, well, first off, what 45-year-old dude just fucking chills at home all day? Ladies, you don't want that. But here is the bigger question. Why did every woman who knows nothing about football,
Nothing.
they wouldn't be able to tell you fucking Jack Lambert from Terry Bradshaw from Bill Berge, and you don't even know
I know
Bill
Terry.
Berge.
I know Terry Bradshaw.
The point is they all became experts. They all knew. And no, Giselle wanted him home, and he's not going to be home. And I'm first off compared to what?
Right.
Who? And another thing that's a strange thing. Now he's retired and
they
could be at home. It's been 5 months, but it couldn't have been the reason. They separated. That was the reason they put. But every woman I knew exactly what was going on. No, he said he was going to retire. She wants to spend more time with him at home. Again, does anyone have a relationship where their mid-40s husband just lays and spoons with them all fucking day? Like, you hope the guy leaves the house.
Yes.
Anybody successful, making millions of dollars a year, is traveling all over the world, cutting deals or whatever. What happened to women's brains where there's like, he should have been at home. He said he was going to retire. And then I have a follow-up.
Okay, so first of all, that's not obviously why they separated.
That's not what any woman ever said when they were separated.
Also, it's kind of a fuck you to Giselle that now he's like, and now that we're separated, I will retire. So that's also, you know what I mean? If he really wants to say fuck you, he could just be like, you know what I'm just looking forward to? I'm just looking forward to spending time at home doing nothing. That's what he should say. If he wanted to really stick it to Giselle. Now, obviously, that's not why they separated. And also...
Yes, it isn't, but that's what everyone knew.
Because a woman needs to be like, it's his fault. He wasn't home enough. She needs it. First of all, that woman can go out and fuck anything, anytime. She doesn't need him. I guarantee you he did.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like, she should just, exactly.
A controversial stance, Byron.
I agree. Yeah, she should have a Rolodex of people. I mean, there's so many reasons why they got separated. But these women that are experts, they've got nothing else. It's the Real Housewives aren't airing right now, so they need to use these people as their
All
Real
right,
Housewives.
well, Byron, here's
and they comparing it to their man who might work at Home Depot or whatever, or even myself. You know what I mean?
You've stolen the breath with the words attached to them from my mouth. Now, and we didn't vet this conversation, but what I was thinking about today is women have this crazy ability to Right. Your man works at the Home Depot. You are a maid, or you work at a public library and you make $37,000 a year, or you clean out horse stables, or like whatever it is you're doing. And then you have really strong thoughts about she's getting screwed because he's out there on Sundays. It's like guys always go, she's got it made. I wish my partner would be out making millions of dollars. What is she? Guys always sort of, women will do this with like divorce. They'll be like, oh, the one and the friends, the friend and the husband cheated and then took her house and screwed her over. And they won't put anything into perspective. And then there'll be the super rich chick who's getting divorced and they're like, you don't want to get screwed over. And it'll be the chick who did get screwed over, like saying that. Guys are much more contextual, where they're like, he's doing great, she's doing great, he has to work, he works on Sundays,
right?
He has 6 months off,
right?
Why is she walking away from this? It can't be that. Who amongst us wouldn't want to be in that position is what I'm saying. Who would not want to be married to Tom Brady? Would your big beef be that he works on Sundays and that he's home for 6 months during the offseason?
No. All right. First of all, as a woman, let's not forget that he cheated on his first wife, okay? And once you're a cheater, you're a cheater. I guarantee you that. And she's just, look, Giselle could have been the one that's like, I'm done with you. I'm using this as an excuse. But in reality, I'm so happy you're not home a lot. Like, go away. You know what I mean? So she could have just been using that as an excuse. So they're saving face, whatever.
What would they even talk about?
They've got nothing to talk about.
They've got nothing to talk about.
They're just two very attractive people.
She doesn't even like American football. She's from Brazil.
No, exactly.
She wants to date a soccer star.
Exactly. She has no respect for him.
No. She's talking about what the real athletes play soccer.
Exactly.
They have to run for 85 minutes.
I know,
There's no halftime.
What Tom's doing, it's cute.
It's adorable. He's attractive, adorable. They made a great couple. They popped out some kids. Gorgeous. Now leave. She has her own money. She doesn't need any of that. Having said that, I actually do know some men that are stay-at-home dads because their wives work a lot, and they are the breadwinners by far. And there's a difference between like hanging around the house and never being home for anything. None of the kid stuff, none of, you know what I mean? And even though he has 6 months off, he's like out and about. He's probably not available for certain things. That would annoy me.
I don't know. I think we all figured out Tom Brady's schedule when we don't know what Tom Brady's schedule is. Like, we all decide, every woman I spoke to was like, well, he's off 6 months, but he's in the basement watching film. Like, for the next season. I'm like, how do you know? Maybe
how do you know?
Maybe he's in sweatpants, just putzing around
Probably
the house.
not, but yeah.
Drinking, having a ball, relaxing, letting his knees heal. But I think of the things like that happens when he's home. Like, oh, you still ain't taking out the trash, or you're not gonna help me with the dishes, or all the stuff that, somebody like myself who might get chewed out about. And I think that it's like those little things adding up over the years. Cheating, I don't know. If people, it's weird people get mad for cheating still.
I'm not saying I get mad.
2023,
yes.
Jodi.
I'm sorry.
All
I'm
mankind,
so
you know what I mean?
Actually,
the music that came out about it, and
all the music, all those songs about cheating,
all the rambling,
all the apologizing.
I know. Look, I'm going to say this right here and now. I just was talking about this to another female comic, Vanessa Graddick, who's amazing.
Shout out to Vanessa.
And if I was in a committed relationship, like a Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, like you're just not married, or even if you are married and somebody's, cheating, somebody has an affair or whatever, and I never find out about it and they're coming home to me, I'm actually, I'm okay with that, to be honest with you.
Well, you said affair, that's different.
Well, not an affair, a hookup, whatever, a one night stand, whatever. They have a lover
it's
every
a big
once in a while.
difference.
I guess.
A lover is a different thing than just,
a casual, a hookup.
Yeah, a hookup is like you just putting it in, taking it out like 50 times. And then you on your way
50.
home.
Wow, when we
Hello.
round up.
Yeah.
Rounding up.
A lot.
50.
Well, like, it
So-
depends.
Wait, is in and out one, or is in one, out one?
Which,
Is it like a
I'm
push up,
thinking
down
like
and up?
Please
I'm
count as
thinking
two.
like I'm thinking like so that's two. In and out is like two.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's
okay,
two.
yeah, we can do.
All right, that's fair.
We can
Yeah.
get close to 50.
I'm saying some women, though, don't think the way I think. And again, I'm not saying I want a man and it's okay if you cheat. I'm not saying that. But some
No.
women are really about, like, this is our marriage. I guarantee you he's had He's definitely had some in and outs. He's had at least 50 in and outs on the road. At least this is how I do it. I'm like full hand, thumb out, just a little support.
Yeah.
Just like a handshake.
Great technique.
Thumbs up so you know where to stop.
Exactly.
That's your saw guide. Hey,
but our grandparents didn't leave each other because of that. It's like the little stuff.
You're right.
The little stuff.
It is that builds up.
That builds up.
Probably the sound he makes when he drinks, like eats soup.
Can I maybe a controversial statement, but I don't know. Byron, if you're with a white woman, I don't know if that's your thing or not.
Why get quiet? We on the
Let's find out. Let's find out, guys.
We're trying
50.
to hear
Do you
your
like
response.
white women?
You mean sexually or just in general?
Sexually.
It's a difference.
Girlfriend material.
I don't know if it'll work.
You don't know if a white woman will work?
No. Like skin white or white. Like white on the inside.
Oh. I've never really considered that.
Because my girl is Israeli, so her skin is white. She's Ashkenazi, Jewish,
But
she's ethnic on
she's not listening to Dave Matthews all day.
No.
And
like
talking
that.
about glamping or something.
No, she actually likes more soul music than I do.
Well, all right. But here's still the hypothetical. And
Okay,
I think
go ahead.
I don't know if you can do it with the Israeli Jew, but maybe. Could we, if a black man is with a white woman, especially in California, San Francisco, talking a lot about reparations.
Okay.
Could you cheat as a form of reparation? You know what I mean? Like, here's something she could do for the past. You know what I mean? Like, she may not cut you a check, but we're all trying to make up for the past.
You get 50.
This
Wow,
would be a
that's a good-
real-time
You get a hall pass.
reparation.
You get 50 hall
Now,
passes in and out.
what's the technical part? What's the fine print? Like, am I cheating with a black woman? Is like Latin? Is
I
any
think
woman
that's
on
up
the-
to you. That's
like-
up to you.
Like, what's the pack? Because I think some things.
It should be with a white woman because she would then be doing her part.
Obviously.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I was about to say, is it full like Anglo, like a Swedish person? Like, what's the rank? What's the ranking before your
You know,
lady-
it just kind of popped into my head. I don't have a schematic
print it
out.
out
in the
yet?
car.
Yeah, that's me. Like, okay, some things you can forget, and then some things.
But it
is
could
like,
be. Could it be pitched as a reparation? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it could. If I was being pitched to, I'm like, it can't be the same. Like, how you gonna cheat on me with the like some dude's girl cheated on them with a girl, but the girl looked just like them. And
so
they was
the
like-
woman. This is a lesbian thing.
it became a lesbian thing.
So she hooked up with her doppelganger?
She hooked up with a girl that looked
Looked like the guy.
Oh, looked like the guy.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
So that's
Hello.
like offense. Like those are things where it get real technical and like super offensive. Like
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he can't even fight the person.
No.
If there's a strap-on involved, then that's way over the line. If
Well,
you're
that's a
just
double.
scissoring.
That's a double thing, especially if the strap on is bigger than yours.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's definitely going to be bigger. Who's like looking for a tiny strap on?
Yeah, they don't
Just
make
like, I
them
want
smaller
that
than that.
tiny.
You're losing two battles because you're being out eaten,
for sure.
Yeah.
and then you got this the passion of a person who understand what this woman feels like, pleasuring her.
All right, so I'm going to put my reparations idea down as a strong maybe.
No, but this is what makes reparations hard racially, even for real reparations, because it's all the technical stuff. It's the people who come from the lineage of slaves. It's black people who migrated here like first generations, which I don't think they should count, but you know, so that's where it gets real technical, you know.
All right, well, back to the hall pass. I had a conversation / debate with someone about the hall pass.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking because she made me think I hadn't defined it clearly.
Right.
I said, I think she said like, I can't remember, some super, Giselle Bundchen. That's my hall pass.
Okay,
Like a
right.
lesbian hall pass. And then I said, she's my hall pass. You can't take her. And then she said she would never sleep with you. And I said, but that's not how hall passes work. I
Right.
get to pick hypothetically who I would fuck. No one who I picked out to fuck would agree to fuck me.
Yeah.
We're talking about A-listers
Right.
here that are. Sandra Bullock's not going to blow me in a parking lot.
You don't
That's
know
me,
that, though.
but I would use it on her. She wouldn't have a choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
One-way
I mean, you
ticket.
aim high, so you make it seem more legit, I'm going for like the chick that work at AutoZone.
Oh, you're going for the AutoZone
I'm
hall
going
pass.
for the high possibility, like in that back room where they dump the oil at.
Yeah.
For those who ain't never been in the AutoZone before, it's
Yeah,
a
they
room
recycle the
yeah,
oil.
They recycle the oil. You know what I mean? The lube is there already.
Yeah. I go with the 10W40 or multi-grade.
Man, but here's the thing with the hall passes, right? What if?
But let's define it first.
Okay. Yeah.
My argument is a hall pass is everyone's fantasy hall pass. It's not you actually
you can't just pick,
approaching Brad Pitt and him agreeing to fuck you. It's a hypothetical hall pass.
Okay. Oh.
If you disagree, you
All
may
right.
disagree.
I mean, but you're saying that, but there is a world where somebody has a hall pass.
AutoZone.
The AutoZone. No, you run into, you're at a Hollywood function and you run into Brad Pitt and he is like, Jodi, just even if it's just like one night, we just get drunk and
well,
then,
that can be your hall pass. I'm saying you can't, the realistic hall pass, like the receptionist at the office.
Unfortunately, that's just like, I want to fuck her. That's not a hall pass. That's just like, I'm hoping to fuck her.
But I'm listening,
AutoZone
Byron. You're in the back of the AutoZone. You're by the recycled oil.
But I don't think that means you're gonna do it. But if you leave, and I'm in Brady's situation, then you saw how Tiger Woods used this hall pass. He got all like random hooter chicks and all that stuff. He had 17 passes.
He has so many passes.
Yeah, he took
He was a hall pass monitor.
He had rollover passes from high school. You know what I mean?
He used that pass like people use a Ralph's Club
Yes.
card.
Yeah.
You know
He
what I
got
mean?
like
They just
10 stamps and got the 11th free.
Yeah.
They were just punching them, punch cards.
Yeah, it's
AT&T
singular. It's called a
plan.
hall
Yeah.
pass,
Yeah.
It's a
not
hall pass.
passes.
But what about this pass that pass that allows you to do like stuff that your significant other don't do?
Like what?
Like the real dirty stuff.
Like
that,
anal?
Well, I mean, I don't know why that's the thing you don't do. That came
No,
out
I'm
first.
not. I mean, just I think it's
fast,
for a
like-
lot of people. They're like anal right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that's-
just did it before I got here. I'm just saying for other people.
Yeah, I think it's
Statistically.
because it's a generation that's just the first thing they do, and in my generation, that's not the first.
No,
thing
that's right.
So it's like, well, can I use the hall pass for that particular thing?
I need to know what you wouldn't. What's your thing?
What do you mean with my?
I mean that weird thing.
What were you using?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Maybe I don't know yet.
Oh,
Maybe I use it and go to like Belgium and go to one of them sex clubs they got out there.
yeah.
That never come up in conversation.
Oh, going to Belgium.
I mean, just hearing about it and was like, dang, I never knew about this.
You know what's weird? You go to Belgium and you go to a sex club. That's a semi-minor infraction. But you go to Thailand and you do a little tourism, a little sexual tourism. Big ding. That's not
big
acceptable. Yeah.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
in
that's
Belgium,
not-
yeah.
But wow. Well, the hall pass should allow Thailand. Whatever it should be a tier system. Like getting on the airplane is like you a diamond member, so your passes should be like that. Like how much love I put into this relationship values like
Just goes up.
yeah,
Points.
You get
Oh,
a
well,
big, you get a big.
You get
pass.
rewards.
Yeah.
You get miles.
You get miles. You know what I mean?
You did the dishes. You took out the trash.
Yeah.
You let the mother-in-law from back east stay in the spare bedroom for 3 weeks, and now you've earned yourself
Yeah.
an anal hall pass.
Even though you've
cash
earned
out.
Thailand, that's what you get. You want the whole experience. You don't want just one night. You want to use that hall pass for like a
Yeah,
trip.
yeah. You wanna see every door in the hall.
Every
You wanna
door.
go down the hallway.
So many doors.
There should be a system to keep a tally of what each partner is doing. You know what I mean?
That's the big debate because here we are talking about it. And we're just talking about the men. Like, how would you guys feel?
I was about to say the
if
only
your-
problem with it
yes, is
if my
your
lady
girl-
do
yes.
it, and that's what keeps me
That's
from
what I
not.
mean.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, we
That's
don't,
not-
we don't want that.
no.
That's what
No.
keep me from not doing nothing. 'cause
No.
She
You
would
get
have
hall
a ball.
pass.
She would have a ball. I know she would have a ball. Because
Balls.
my thing would
She-
be
yes,
like,
plural.
3 minutes. Like,
Right.
ooh, that was hall pass. Gone.
Right.
Ding.
Right.
Man, did I use the hall pass right?
Yeah.
Husband, a month. She gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No phone calls.
But
or
no,
nothing.
it's got to go both ways. It's got to go
Yeah.
both ways.
So that's the only thing, that makes you dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, true.
That's the only thing.
That is the only
Because the
thing.
images like that's in your head, you know what I mean? That because some of us are more visual. You weren't even thinking what she feel like. You just imagine what it looked like.
Right.
You like,
Some guy
man,
just ran around.
I'm about to blow whole Thailand up. I'm about to drop a missile on Thailand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. The other thing I wanted to get into was I heard this story about the girls' basketball team in Virginia.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And the 22-year-old coach who ended up suiting up for the 13-year-old's game. Everyone's talking about it. And I remember hearing about it, and, whether it's playing in a peewee basketball game or going to Thailand to drop a load, I think you can't help but imagine how you would react in this situation, And I kind of thought to myself, like, okay, I bet she suited up, and I bet, someone was missing and they were going to have to forfeit.
Right.
And they only had 4 girls, and so she was the 5th.
They're desperate.
And so she probably, this is what I'm thinking when I hear the story. She probably had in her head that I'll suit up and I'll just sort of run around out there and I'll just catch it on the perimeter and dish it to
I'll just be a body.
one of the
just let the other
13-year-olds
girls-
and play a little defense, but not tenacious D, just kind of hang back. And then I went and saw TMZ last night, and she was taking it hard to the hole.
Yeah.
She was swatting chicks
Let's see it.
shit away,
So
yelling, "Not
it's the
in this
black.
house."
You guys can play. It's the black team. She just blocked that girl.
She just blocked
Wait.
it.
She's number 1. So yeah, she's right under the basket.
Hall
now.
pass
Now
material.
here's her doing a layup.
She does a dipsy-do, flipperoo, and then
Yeah, and
count
one.
it, and one.
Yeah.
And like she's taunting
She's,
people.
yeah,
like,
she is. First of all, she looks she doesn't look like the coach.
what I'll tell you the real winner in this equation, her boyfriend.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
We all
You
listen.
know what?
Oh, yeah.
I need to.
You don't
know
have
that.
you don't have to go to Thailand to get with a young looking chick.
Oh,
Is
my
what
God.
I'm. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, look at her.
Well, I'm about to say that's hall pass
I was just
material.
going to say that's hall pass.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's girlfriend material.
Now, do we
Her
like?
boyfriend.
Do we like the fact? So here she is playing, and my thing would be like, I'd like to keep my job as an assistant coach here. I'm going to lay low, and I'm just going to kind of trot up and down the court, but I'm not going hard and swatting
Yeah.
these. Chick just had her bat mitzvah the week before, and I'm just rejecting her shit into the
Look at
stands.
her.
Like, I'm a 22-year-old woman who probably played a little college
It's
ball.
crazy.
Like, why wouldn't I want to just kind of slide under the radar?
And look, her shoes stand out. Like
Oh,
she's wearing
everything,
the
yeah.
yeah.
Purple.
She's hustling her ass
Draw
off.
attention to yourself.
I don't know why they even allowed this game to happen.
Well, they didn't know.
They didn't know. That's
No,
right.
they didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no real, there's no clear explanation yet that's being reported of why she played, but you didn't.
'Cause
There were
she's
no
crazy.
other school administrators at this game, so nobody
could
recognized
have.
her.
But by
Yeah.
the way, did you see what was on the screen before? Voice of impersonated player. Father. Wait, was it the father of impersonated? Yeah. Player. I have to hear what he said.
the parents are.
Oh, this
Parents are upset.
But if I were a dad, and I am a dad, and I have a daughter, and they were like, your daughter was sick and couldn't make it to the game, yeah, and some adult woman actually impersonated your daughter and played. How do you feel about that? I'd be like, let's look at the stats.
Yeah, so how'd they do?
18 points, 14 assists.
Great.
Almost got a triple-double.
My daughter's getting a scholarship.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I'm
Make
fine
sure
with it.
Monday you call the colleges and tell
Yeah.
them.
That's right.
All right, let's hear this,
Let's
guys.
see what-
Quite yet. Now, I spoke with the father of the 13-year-old girl that was being impersonated. Here's what he had to say about his reaction when he heard the news.
Coaches, always preach to the kids, about integrity and those type of things. So I was just shocked. I just need, an apology, because I haven't yet received one from, the overseer of the program or nothing. He just came out and just told us the stipulations of what was going to happen, but there was no apology issued personally to us, even in his presence.
You know what's going to happen? She's going to get her own television show. That's what's going to
The
happen.
23-year-old coach.
Yeah.
She's getting a movie made about her.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah.
Movie made. Then she's going to be a coach. They're going to do a reality show where she coaches other kids. It's going to be a whole. She's
But
like,
Adam, let's say you're a
I would
Catholic-
expect this from like white women too, and now that we're doing it, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
progression.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. But that's gonna be somebody's grandmother one day, and they got to tell their grandkids, yeah, when I was 23, y'all ain't nothing. You know what I did when I was 23? I was out here impersonating
A 13-year-old.
13-year-old.
I would open up with my stats like, during that one game, I scored 48 points, 15 rebounds, and just
That's right.
And then maybe at the end, like, I was also.
By the
10
way,
years older
every
than
woman
everybody.
watched that and thought, that fucking lady can like get off looking like a 13-year-old. Like, I'm so jealous.
But do we like? Here's the question: would you hire her?
For
Yeah, for what?
what?
Yes.
You run a company.
Secret shopper.
I don't know what kind of fucking company you run.
Secret shopper?
You hire her because she'll do whatever it takes to win.
That's what I'm saying.
Agreed.
I like her moxie.
Me
Yeah.
too.
She's got chutzpah.
That's
Yeah.
why I say
She
hall
reminds me-
pass.
yeah.
Of a either 13 or 23-year-old me.
Listen, I think yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious.
But so, like, on one hand, you go, well, she sends a weird message, and she's definitely a liar. On the other hand, she's a hustler. Like,
She
she's
is a
hustling for that ball.
hustler.
Like, she'll do what it takes.
We'll do what it takes. to
That's
get
why I
the job
say a
done.
hall pass versus that's not nobody you cheat on your girl with, because it's gonna get crazy. You know, she got the mindset to come back, slash your tires.
Oh, she does for sure.
Yeah. that one's
so
good.
you,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
she will.
but I'm with you, like military job, like send her overseas. She'll learn the language in 6 months.
She's a
You know.
person
Yeah.
you want riding shotgun when you get pulled over.
For sure.
'Cause
She
the
could
guy
talk her way out of that.
The cop be like, "You been drinking tonight?" No, I just played a volleyball
Absolutely.
game at the Wine. He just picked me up because he's the best dad in the world. Like, she would cover for you.
Yeah.
Any day. I totally want her on my team.
Chris, did you have a question for me?
Oh well, I was gonna say, what would you have done? Like if you were a Catholic Big Brother, I
was.
Yeah, if what's his name, Nate?
Nate was my little
if
brother.
Nate had a high school baseball game and they were short
Right,
a batter, they needed a guy. And you
would have if I could
dressed up.
pull it off,
Right.
and I could rationalize that we're going to have to forfeit,
Right.
and it's not fair to the girls who showed
Right.
up or whatever. And then I would put a governor on myself and make a vow to kind of hang back,
Yeah.
and not go 10 tenths. You know, we'll go about 7
You're not
tenths here.
swinging for the fences.
Yes,
No.
I mean, she
right.
was like killing it out there. Of course, she's going to like draw attention to herself. By the way, this is the second grown adult female who has impersonated the other
That's
one was from
right.
Jersey.
Yeah,
She
from
like
here.
registered Jersey, my state, babe. She
29 years old.
tried to
She
pull
was
off-
29.
Yeah, she registered at high school. She wanted to go back to high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what is going on?
Yeah, her name is Hyung Jong Shin. And
Oh, Asian.
Yeah, Asian.
Pull that shit
Look
off
at
in
that.
your 50s.
Oh yeah, she could
She's
easily.
29.
She's 29.
And
What
so
a bitch.
she actually went to that high school for a couple days before she got caught, but has been charged with providing a false government document.
But what was her reasoning?
Well, students
Oh.
it's reported that
Uh-oh.
students
Chinese
feared
spy.
she was trying to lure young people into sex work. That's just what's reported, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm hoping she just
you
wanted
don't
to
have to
learn
go
the
to
language.
school to do that. You could
I-
just meet him
yeah.
after school.
I would do sex work if
Yeah.
it was like clerical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be raped, but someone's got to look after the books.
Obviously, yes.
Someone's
R.
got
Kelly didn't do all that.
make the
Yeah.
bed.
Jeffrey
you know what I
Epstein
mean?
definitely had a couple of the
Yeah.
girls that he started with. Then they became the girls that took care of all of the clerical, quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Yeah, so I would be
That'd
more
be
on
you.
the managerial side
Now,
of the
would you
sex working.
Would you believe she was?
I would.
schooler? I would too.
Listen? I went to high school with, Randy Bort and Vince DiGiacomo. These were like 300-pound dudes covered with back hair.
Randy
You know what
Bort
I
is
mean?
over 200 pounds just by hearing his name.
I mean, these were like big dudes who they look like businessmen from the 50s. You know what I mean? And we're all just big muscles, big hair everywhere. Like I didn't believe they were 16 when they were there. So
Hitman.
I went to high school with dudes who had beards and mustaches.
Me too,
and,
for
and
sure.
shit. They didn't look like kids back then.
we make fun of the cast of Grease because they're supposed to play, high schoolers, and Stockard Channing was like 45 or something. But
Right.
like that's what the kids looked like in high school. I was like, I believed it. I was like, yeah. When I went to high school, there were kids, there were guys that came in like suits for whatever reason.
I just rewatched Grease and I just realized I was like, everybody got New York accents, but it's palm trees in the background.
Yeah, because
Oh wow.
It was throwing me. I was like, man, I never caught this.
Just
because
ruined
they
that
were
movie for me.
T-birds, and T-birds have to have like a New York accent.
Hold on, let me see if I can spin it around culturally. I was watching Scarface the other day, and here's my observation. You were just watching Grease.
Yeah, because when that was because I got bused to a white school, so every time we had a substitute teacher, that was the movie they played.
Hilarious.
Oh, really?
That's so funny.
Movie day, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, much more to talk about. Got some clips to play. We'll take a quick break. Be right back right after this. LeafWell, the #1 telehealth provider for medical cannabis certifications, helping people access the powerful health benefits of cannabis for chronic pain, depression, anxiety, insomnia. Very helpful. LeafWell is kicking off the new year with 20% off, a 20% discount on your certification with the promo code Adam, plus a 100% money-back guarantee if you're not approved. Stop the side effects of heavy prescription drugs. Cannabis can be the natural, non-addictive medical alternative you should try first, not last. Medical cards give you access and can have benefits like huge savings on sales tax, up to 40% off or more, depending on your state. Let's get right in the new year with LeafWell. Right, Dawson?
Go to leafwell.com and get 20% off with the promo code Adam at checkout. That's leafwell.com and enter promo code Adam at checkout. Leafwell.com, promo code Adam. In celebration of Jim Carolla's upcoming 92nd birthday, here's a list of 92 things Jim Carolla has never done. Number 14, made a purchase at a hardware store. Just one of 92 things Jim Carolla has never done. Let's get back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Byron Bowers got a special out, Byron Bowers' Spiritual N-Word, and it's available now, streaming on Hulu. I can be found at the West Palm Beach, Florida Improv, February 16th, doing a stand-up show there, and then off to Magoobies in Baltimore, doing 4 shows there, February 17th, 18th, and then Vegas, we're going to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, March 9th. So just go to adamcarolla.com for all the live stuff, and you can check out Jodi Miller at jodimillercomedy.com as well if you want to find out what she's up to. And byronbowerslive.com is where you can go for a lot of his live dates as well. All right. I've often times complained, just trying to think of something that I forgot about. I just walk around and write stuff down all the time, yes?
Well, I have a question for Byron because his special on Hulu. When you were doing your press tour, what did people say? Because it obviously has a word that you can't say on TV or anything like that. Like how do
you know you can't say it? Because society tell you can't say it?
Yeah.
How do you feel actually,
yes. Society has told me I can't say it.
You know, Daniel Van Kirk, comedian, you know, when people would say the N-word, he came up with the thing of like looking inward.
Inward.
Oh.
Inward.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So it became a thing where you could say spiritual inward, you know, and I let I gave the KKK a pass where they could say spiritual nigger with the hard R.
You gave him a pass?
Yeah, because it's still promotion. They hate it.
Yeah.
They hate it, you know what I mean? So I think it's made to be that way on purpose because it's a tribute to like the old comedy albums where people couldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
They
Richard
had to like
Pryor.
mention it like at water fountains, or they'll listen to it in the sneak and listen to it in the basement. So to me, that word it pays homage to that.
Yeah, Adam was really close to naming his documentary something like that, right? Uppity?
Yeah, uppity. Because
Uppity N-word?
yeah, he doesn't Willy T. Ribbs, a black race car driver. He was like, you know, first off, I have no jurisdiction or control, or I don't even care about my career. You know, people ask me all the time, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You should be doing whatever. And I just go, I don't know. I just get up and talk, and then I go home, you know, and everyone wants to know what I'm doing. So he is a friend of mine. He is black, and he said, I want to name this documentary Uppity N-word.
Yeah.
And I said, all right. I mean, it's your documentary.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm making it about you, and if that's what you want to title it, I don't care. And then everyone told me that I shouldn't do it. I'm going to get into trouble, and everyone's going to get into trouble. And I was like, no, All right. But I was willing
looked
to
at
go
him,
along with it.
I looked at Willy T because I wanted to write a movie, and I was like, man, I wonder if I could play him because the story is so interesting.
Well, you love cars.
Yeah.
You like race cars.
So yeah, it was a blend of things that I could.
You're
I
black.
Could do. Yep.
You got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think everyone knows what Willy T. Ribs looks like for sure. So
Right.
you could definitely be Willy
you're
T.
in.
Ribs.
But you do. You got that. You got.
And
I can see it.
You could pass.
Yeah.
Shave the beard.
Shave the beard, you know what I mean? But he looked kind of pretty in person, but
Well,
He
you
is
look kind of pretty in person.
huh?
You look kind of pretty in person.
Yeah.
Well, maybe,
Hall
but
pass
maybe.
situation coming up
Yeah,
there.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe there you go, right there. Sign this
Sign
on
that
this
tag.
day.
Oh, I just
Oh, see,
sign it.
girls can have hall passes
Oh.
if you're involved with it. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
but yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just like an interesting story. It just fits. It checks all my boxes of like the drama. And
Did you
like,
watch the doc I made? Was that it, or how'd you find out about it?
I don't know. I think I gotta watch the doc.
You were like microdosing, and you don't remember, right?
I don't remember, but
Okay.
I gotta watch the doc.
get it for you, yeah.
But
You may have been mega dosing.
I was
uppity,
just gonna say.
uppity is like that's such a. I don't know. That's a tricky word. Just uppity alone is funny coming from where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they called him.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day. So that's where the title came from. But we'll get you. I don't know where you find the doc. Streaming on something. I don't know where. I don't know where anything.
I gotta
is.
get it from Russia. They have everything.
We'll get you.
A
We
link or
gotta have a DVD.
I'll get you
uppity.
something. I'll send you a link or
What
something.
is
over here.
Amazon? What is it? What is it on?
I'm sure it's on
Everything.
Amazon.
It's on everything. But
Oh,
yeah,
it's on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I could find it.
Yeah, Willie's
You'll love it.
a good dude. You'll love it. You probably already saw it. And the reason I'm saying you probably already saw it is if you're thinking about Willy T. Ribs, he's kind of a deep dive. I know you like racing, but
But it's a good story too of what the environment he was in, being thrown in this like that particular environment of racing and during that time. You know.
so do you think you've seen this documentary?
I have no. I have no idea at the moment. I can't confirm or deny.
I think you saw it when you're really high.
Well, I don't really get when I'm high. I'm in nature or somewhere.
Oh.
He's not watching this.
Yeah, I do not do shrooms, so I don't really smoke weed. You know what I mean?
I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I can't.
So where do you think you found out about Willie?
I don't know. But the name, it's just a country name, and just like the whole vibe of it. As a Southerner, it's like, you know, this guy got a good barbecue restaurant too. You know, so I don't know why. I don't know how I found it, but I found it. I remember finding it and showing it next to my lady. I didn't have on no shirt. I had a laptop in my lap.
Oh, hello.
I remember that, so I probably didn't see it. But I saw the preview for it.
Oh,
maybe
that's
Oh, preview.
really great
Yes.
trailer.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the saddest realizations I had when I was making the doc is he grew up in Fresno. And even though this, only black family in Fresno, and this is back in the day and everything, the family was much more successful than my stupid white family in North Hollywood, California. And it was a little depressing. Maybe I should get some reparations.
But that's also with uppity, because uppity to us is a very separate thing in my community when you call somebody uppity.
What is it?
It's almost like the N-word. If a white person calls a black person the N-word.
Really?
Wow, it's that close.
Because they're educated. It's like almost like you're not one of us. You uppity. And you look down upon us type of thing. So, I mean, kudos to him for even wanting to, for like choosing that title and wanting to, running with it.
Well, that's what you said. That's what
racing ain't cheap. I'm realizing, you know what I mean? So
No, it ain't cheap. He got to get sponsors. I mean, he was sponsored by Bill Cosby. I mean, he ran
that's a good
first
sponsor.
Indy race, sponsored only by. I
What's
see
this?
a picture of the two of you
Side by
there.
side here.
Oh.
Well, side by side. I think
Yeah.
you could pull off.
Oh, totally.
You could totally do it.
Look, you guys sit the exact same.
He
Yeah,
got
you
I wonder
do
he
sit.
still got the suit with the Cosby written on it. What,
Yeah, look at that.
How does that feel? You know what I mean?
He's got Cosby written on it. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he
Right
There,
does.
yeah. I mean, I don't think anymore he does.
At least he got real sponsors because,
Yeah.
No, he couldn't get real sponsors.
Well, he got Goodyear and,
Yeah.
and Valvoline could normally be like,
he couldn't get
Chicken
any,
Shack. And
He couldn't get
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. You know what I mean? Like
he couldn't
Pitbull breeding.
So he pineapple soda. It's all
Pickle juice.
the
Willy T reels, pickle juice.
the Cosby said, I'll get you sponsors.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and then if I can't get you sponsors, I'll pay for
I'll
it.
sponsor you.
But
This is the height of Cosby's powers,
But
right?
Cosby didn't
Yeah.
think he was going to have to pay. So Cosby, who's working for Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
Kodak, and I can't remember what else back then. He's like Jell-O.
Yeah.
He's the darling of Madison Avenue. So he just goes in, blows calls into his buddies and Coke and
Yeah.
Jell-O and Kodak or whatever's doing. And they were like, yeah, no thanks.
Oh, wow.
And so it cost, $350K back in
That's a lot.
In that time,
1987 or something to run a car at Indy. And now he's on the hook for it.
Oy.
But he did it.
So then when did he get the other sponsors?
He came back the next year. I mean, the little patch on the side of the thing could mean that Goodyear gave you free tires.
Yeah, give you tires.
It's not.
I mean, that's a lot.
Full sponsorship.
That's a lot.
He came back a couple years later and did it with got a little traction. Pardon the pun, and did it then. But anyway, all right, Byron, you can.
All right.
We'll cast you.
You're cast.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right. Now what the hell?
I was gonna write it, pitch it, and all that.
Oh, you don't even need to do that.
I'm
You're cast.
Okay.
You're in.
So I had some Bill Maher stuff I wanted to play. I also had pictures. I've been complaining a lot about how fucking woke all these companies get these days, and how Subaru is making everything with love, and everything's about good vibes.
All your email subscriptions you're getting messages about movements and how they're involved.
Oh,
Yes, it's so what corporate America did, and it's become a grift now. So Sam Bankman-Fried and Bitcoin or whatever he was doing.
Right.
He was out there just talking about the environment and helping the indigenous people, and everyone was like cutting him checks because the deal is you can no longer go, we're a company, we make trucks, that's it.
Yeah.
They have to do the thing where it's like 5% of the money goes to the Legless Mothers Foundation or whatever. Everything's all about pitching the vibes.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, you watch these commercials now, and you don't even know what the fucking product is half the time. It's just the mixed gay couple who adopted a sheep, instead of a dog. And I watch it 3 times. I go, I don't know what I'm going to buy a sheep? Like, I don't even know what I'm buying in this. They're so deep into the good vibes.
Yes.
So
A genderless sheep.
yeah,
In a wheelchair.
I got somebody sent me a box or something. And it's some guy, I won't get in the whole story, but it's like, you buy this thing, I'll buy it for you, send it over, it's good, you make water out of it or something. And then like a month later, he's like, can you give me the $350 for this thing that I bought and sent to your house? And then I was like, geez, I got a lot of stuff over Christmas, and I'm not sure if I even got this thing that you sent over. There's boxes around. So I found a box, and the box was like, this could be that water purification thing he was talking about.
Right.
So let me just read the box. But here's what the box had on it. We'll find some pictures of it.
Oh, yeah.
Always believe always believe something wonderful is about to happen. That's one side of
It's
the
in
box.
my nail salon, too.
And I'm like, I don't know what this is. And then it says, sharing is loving, or sharing love. And I'm like, I still don't know what's in this box. Like, you complete me. Back in the day, a box had the fucking name. It said Time Life Books, Western Series, 11752 Houston Street, Carolla House. Like boom, like here's what's in this box. Then I turn it, filled with love and other cool stuff. And so now I'm holding a box. And I got a guy emailing me going, did you get the box with the water purification thing in it? And I haven't opened the box because I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to read the outside of a goddamn box and know what's in this motherfucking box. And all it has is feel-good It's like Michelle Obama filled out the outside of the box. Just go to the place and be your best you and stand up and wake up
Yes,
and have a
you're
seat
enough.
at the table of
You're
dignity and all this kind of shit. And I turned it all four corners, everything that was written on the box.
Nothing.
There's nothing that would let you know what was inside of this box.
Did you open it?
No.
It's just sitting there next to a
I
check.
became a conscientious objector to what's inside of this
Why
box.
is there a check right next to your box?
That has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I think you should just really blur that out.
Let's
There's
get
a lot
that
of
off the screen.
scammers. Yeah, there's a
Well,
lot of
also-
scammers out here.
So
these
wait a
days.
minute. Somebody sent you a box and then followed up with, and I need $350 for that water purification.
I don't like
Yeah.
that at all.
Yo, I
Love
thought they were
cost.
giving that to you to like.
No, they said, I'll buy you this thing. You should try this thing or
But
whatever.
then why do they want the money?
Because they don't have any money and I do. And it was...
Nice
Then why did they
gesture.
say I
It
will
was
buy this
no.
for you?
It was like if your personal trainer said you need a new yoga mat.
let me
and then
get this
you
for you.
want, like,
Oh, got
and
it.
then
Okay, they weren't just
he goes,
gifting
I
it
got
to
a good
you.
yoga mat.
Got it.
I'll pick it
Okay.
up.
I'll
and
pick
then-
it up. Got
right.
it. Okay.
It was more of that.
So it's just sitting in the box. Your water tastes like shit right now because you haven't installed the new water.
Or there could be fudge brownies in that box.
Well, it's
we
filled
don't
with love and other cool
we
stuff.
don't know what's in the box.
Other cool stuff is in the box.
That all
Just-
applies. Yeah.
I guarantee
Saying.
you that stickers and stuff like that you would throw in the trash. That's the other.
It's
cool
the
stuff.
other cool stuff. You have to open it to see if there's no other cool stuff. I feel like you can probably sue.
You can complain, yeah.
You
Yeah.
can complain.
There was no asterisk next
This
to that.
is-
so
yes.
you
False
should expect
advertisement.
Other cool stuff in there.
I'm just saying all the people say it all the time. Subaru makes station wagons with love, and then they make attack helicopters for the Japanese military. But they're made with love, or are the helicopters made with love too, or just the
great.
lesbian station wagons made with love? It's all a grift, everyone. Please do not buy into the good vibes.
That's
they
how I
want your
feel.
fucking money. That's how everything works.
That box was made by a 10-year-old, and an adult told that 10-year-old, we like the font like this. Can you make the love big and make the other thing small? And the 10-year-old had to do that.
yeah, but
For
it,
10 cents.
and he was not loved.
Yeah. it used to be sex sells, but now it's like love sells, and
Love
we care
sells.
that
Sex
sells.
still sells.
But it's a
love
mob,
sex does
right?
sell. I
It's a
know,
mob.
you're right.
It's a mob of these like environmentalists and all these love people that go to companies and make them feel guilty. For being filthy
Yes,
rich.
absolutely.
So the mob has changed. I had the pleasure of going to Cannes Lion, where people go and ask for money from corporations.
Where?
Cannes Lion. It's in Cannes in France.
Oh,
And all the
Cannes or
advertising.
Cannes.
Cannes,
Okay.
okay.
We've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the people there asking for money for corporations for their project, whether it's the environment. I seen a black person there asking about diversity in commercials, but he had on like a Hawaiian like tropical shirt and some shorts and had a alcohol beverage in his hand, talking about how unfair it is that it's not enough people of color in commercials. And after he gave his speech and asked for money, he went right to a beach party, and I was like, this is the wildest.
Well,
thing.
it's getting down. This is part and parcel of this clip I want to play from
Okay.
Bill Maher's show, which is about private planes, which he hit the nail on the head. I'm not one of these people that does you're talking about the environment, but you flew a private jet. But there's no greater expenditure of fuel than
Yes.
a private
Private
jet. It
jet.
just burns through the
Oh, God,
ozone. And so he did a little trip on it, and he's 100% right. We'll play the clip. I think we edited it down a little bit, but here
This
it
is
is.
part of the new rules.
And we all must be aware by now that what buying everything from Amazon does to the environment. But do we stop? No. The verdict is in. Humans are not good people. It's just not in us, including me. And I'm tired of living not a lie, but it's also something I never mention, but it's a new year, and I'd like to come clean. My name is Bill. And I fly private. And so does every other person who calls themselves an environmentalist who can. Now enjoy this fun photo collage of some of your favorite stars and politicians who speak about the need to reduce our carbon footprint, but who are always on private planes. That's right, all of them. If you don't see a celebrity's picture here, it's because we weren't allowed to use it. Or their series got canceled. But all the environmentalists of Hollywood and Washington do it. Their position on climate change is, we must do more to stop pouring carbon into the air, except for me when I want to go somewhere and then I take a private jet. It turns out there is one thing in this world that is completely impossible to resist, and this is it. It's like heroin. If you do it once, you'll never stop. There are two kinds of people in the world, those who fly private and those who would if they could. A third category, those who could but do not, does not exist. Except for Ed Begley and Greta Thunberg. And that's why you never see a picture of her smiling.
All right. Well, that's the truth.
I'm all in. I'm all in. I've been on one a few times to Vegas, and it's a beautiful thing.
It scares me. I actually probably would. I've never been on one of those, but I've been on really small aircrafts, and that I'm like, this is going down. It's just, I don't know why.
You feel everything a little more.
Yeah,
but
that's the scary part. But I mean, the snacks under the seat.
More than that.
Like,
Adam and I flew private to Cannes Lion.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Woo!
Dude.
Yeah.
Woo! What?
Yeah.
Oh, my chest.
Dude, my chest.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so good.
I'm sure it's amazing.
That gotta be crazy.
It is. It was. I just
man.
went to New York and back 3 weeks ago private. It's so awesome. But
Even to New York. Oh, I got a vision board.
now the thing is,
Send me a photo.
Use your
of my
hall pass
vision
for
board.
that, not even for cheating, just for a private jet.
Now I gotta have my girl on with me.
Oh.
And the dog. It's things with private jets. It's like, shotgun.
Yeah.
You bring anything.
Anything you can't bring onto a commercial
Yeah,
airline,
it's
you want to bring
crazy.
on
I brought lawn darts.
This how I knew like how hard it is. When people say it's hard to date in LA, this one I knew. I was flying to Vegas with somebody who was doing some shows, and two chicks got on the plane. He's like, yeah, I just met them at the bar.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, this what makes dating hard. While women keep their options open.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that's a whole different ball. And you pull up. Do people know how it goes? You want to explain to them the beauty of it?
You pull up. Well, the best.
Let me do it. You got money. I ain't got the money yet. Look, you pull your car up to the straight onto the tarmac where the plane is, and you just get out. And they be like, the bags in the trunk? You like, yeah. Give us the keys. We're going to pull the bags in the plane, and we're going to park the car for you, and it'll be here when you land. And they take your bags and your luggage and put it on the plane, and you just on the plane. You take your shoes off, and you just like kicking it to the pilot. You know, they tell you everything. And then when you land, your car is right there. It's right there. I ain't even looking at the camera right here. I'm looking off somewhere else. Listen, it's a beautiful thing. We all ain't gonna make it anyway. The world is crowded, et cetera, et cetera. Take that private jet, right?
Yeah. I was on
Great PSA.
the sofa, like day bed, laying down
Sounds amazing.
when we took off.
It's
like,
amazing.
forget about
Yeah.
You don't
seatbelt.
have to do any of that stuff.
You don't have to do.
I go
any
on
of
there,
it.
I tamper with all the smoke detectors.
That's right.
I mean, I tell you now that I'm flying with a child. Yes, that's what I would want.
That's what you
Just,
need.
Like, let her go.
Jodi, I'm telling you, look, go to Memphis if you can't afford a private jet and get on Elvis's plane. Go to Graceland, about $30-some, and get on Elvis' plane and see what it's like. He had a bed with gold on it.
Oh, I'd want a bed.
Yeah, the point is I fly private whenever I can, but it's always me hitching a ride with somebody on someone else's jet. Because the thing about private is it's kind of a funny thing. Like once in a while, people will try to break it down. Like they'll go, well, if you fly from LA to New York, that's $55,000.
True.
But if we got two other couples,
Right.
then that's only $17,000.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like you cannot parse it out in any kind
Is
of
that
math.
how much it is? $55,000.
Yeah.
It could
LA
be.
to New
I
York.
don't know. Gary Ben can look it up.
It's
But
between 30 from across the nation. It's between 30 and like 55. I know from Florida, like from Miami to here.
Right.
Last time, this was years ago, it was like 30 something grand.
I think Mark told me it was 10,000 an hour roughly. So five hours to New York would make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, the plane will hold like 8 or 11 people, but when you try to parse it out, it just doesn't. It's like renting a mansion at the beach for $50,000 for the month of June, and then you go, but what if we got Ted and Sheila to come with us? Like, all right, now we're paying $25,000. Like, there's no math where it ever works. The math is you got to be fucking rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
You got to be a little bit more than rich.
you got to be a little more than rich.
Yeah.
And I will only do it and have done it when I did a radio show. I did a radio event in D.C. and they had like the corporate jet and whatever. I hitched a ride. You know, I'm always kind of deadheading. But the point is I don't get all preachy about the environment. I just do what everyone else does, which is when I can. What Bill's talking about is all the sanctimonious pricks and never shut up about anything. But it's the same thing with the companies talking about the good vibes and the laugh and love on the box. It's all just a fucking scam. I wish people would kind of wake up to their corporations. It's Madison Avenue. It's big, whatever they're doing in the commercial. This is Pfizer. This is Upjohn.
Yeah.
These are big multi-million dollar, billion-dollar corporations trying to fucking get your money.
Yes,
Also,
Wake up.
if you want to look at the lobbyists. Look how much a corporation pay Republicans and Democrats just to allow them to do certain things. Then you learn and see how the system works.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, I got another Mark clip. Maybe
I just want a private jet to go to like my favorite burger restaurant in Kentucky.
I'll tell you the
Whatever you want, man.
I'll tell you
Get the jet ready. We about to go get some. Okay. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Here's the sad testimonial to the private jet.
Right.
The sad testimonial is the part you appreciate the most is getting on and getting off
That
the
is the
jet,
best.
not being called, excuse you, sir, your belt, step through, you've been randomly singled out so I can put a wand up your ass, like stand, take your shoes off, walk in your socks, holding all your shit under your arm, like it's standing in line with all the fucking people with GEDs giving you the stink eye. Sir, excuse me. I'm like, I'm waiting, all the weird mishigash and the stress of like, is the Uber going to pick us up at LAX? No, you have to go to a holding pen. You have to take a shuttle to where the losers are. And then we're going to walk. And then we got
all your toiletries have to be a certain size.
Take stuff out of the bag, like lay it out. It's that. You think it's about the experience on the jet?
No.
It's
no.
I'll tell you,
Plane leaves at 8, 7:45.
That's what it is. You're paying for your time. That's what it is. You're just saying my time is this much. It's worth this much money to get there and back.
The other thing is so I said to Mark Garagos, whose jet it is, I said, he lives in my neighborhood. So I said, why don't I pick you up, you and your wife up, and then we'll go to the private airport and Van Nuys and whatever. And he was like, yeah, all right. And I said, well, what time do you want to leave? He said, well, we should be wheels up in the jet at 10 a.m. And I said, all right, I'll pick you up at 9:30. But that's the other crazy part, right? I'll pick you up at 9:30. I picked up at 9:30. He was just like putzing around, you know what I mean? Talking to people at his house. I'm like, load that. No, don't take that. And I was like, it's now 9:47. Like he's like, yeah, who cares? We'll just leave. We'll just leave when we get there.
Right. They're not going to leave without him.
You forget the on-the-clock anxiety of the alarm going off at 5:45 and the traffic. Oh shit.
Now, you do know, like, shifting a little bit, that they were trying to come out with like an Uber helicopter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, which is, you know what I mean, for the people who can't afford $55,000, but still want to get to San Diego in 20 minutes. You just go on your phone and it's like Uber X, Uber Black, Ubercopter. And then you just like have to get to like a pad.
Yeah, well, we should talk about that because I'm a little bit of a sort of gearhead.
Yeah.
And, you know, when people, you know, dumb politicians go, oh, we need to make these jets electric. I'm like, bitch, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yet.
There's no possible way this is going to work for another 80 years, you dumb bitch. Like, shut up. Like, you don't know how things work. And Uber's going to do like an all-electric helicopter. It's going to pick you up at the top of the thing and take you to whatever. And I'm like, really? That feels way off in the distance. And then at some point, somebody shows you the artist rendering of it, which is always, I've seen a million artist renderings that look nothing like what ends up happening. Right. And the artist rendering, there's an artist rendering of the fucking bullet train that's going from Merced to Fresno. It's a bunch of happy people eating hors d'oeuvres while the thing zips by a meadow or something. Go find me the real pictures. Yeah. It's a bunch of fucking cement pilasters with graffiti on them. Garbage. And white trash putting up tents around it, homeless people. I don't trust those fucking utopian artist renderings.
Yeah, no.
You're rendering me this shit because you don't have an actual working model. Like the reason you've airbrushed a picture of the future for me is because there's no prototype that's sitting somewhere that we can actually look at.
I feel like there is a prototype.
Show me the lightning striking the electric plane, and then you having to reset it, cut it off, and turn it on.
Electric
like
plane.
Reboots.
Do you have anything, Gary? Gary, you keep up on this stuff.
I'm sorry. We're having a debate in here. We think you might be remembering. Are you talking about the rendering of the 6th Street Bridge that was so perfect?
There's a 6th Street. No, there was a rendering of the 6th Street Bridge that was,
I was gone for 10 months, and that bridge opened and closed in 2 weeks.
There was the rendering. There's a rendering of the bridge, and then the actual what it was, which is gangbangers doing donuts in Dodge Hemis. And terrifying people around there. But no.
Go to no car meets at night if you want to be safe.
Hold, Gary, you don't need. I was being facetious when I said there's a rendering of the bullet train somewhere. There probably is.
There probably is. Oh my God.
I don't. My point is, do not trust your utopian renderings.
No, of course.
But what I'm looking for, Gary, is a working model of that Uber helicopter.
They do have one. And I didn't know it was electric, to be honest with you. When I
remember when they did it a lot in Europe. They started off in Europe, once again, at cons, like for all the rich guys to just fly right in from wherever their
question,
hotel
would you ever take that? Let's just say it. They do have one that I saw, like a picture of it, because we were writing about it on Funny You Should Ask. So I saw the actual picture, but let me ask you, would you ever get into one? Like, would you be like,
you're too scared to get in a private jet, so.
I mean, I'm not too scared. If somebody was like, get in my private jet, I'm getting on your private jet.
I would guess Adam wouldn't go, but just based off of his Uber experiences with these people who just learned how to drive a car, right?
Just imagine the Uber pilot. They're so bad now. Could you imagine?
Here's what I know. Whoa. I would climb into the back, and the Uber would have, the pilot would have his seat fully laid back and pushed back, and my knees would be mashed against the seat. That would be one.
Their music's too loud.
But it's his music. It's still his music. This is my band. We play in Silver Lake.
I need video.
Tip jar.
I need video. I can't go off this. I need to see.
No, there is an actual picture of one. I didn't see it in the air, but it was like at a.
There's a scene from
I need to see how it moves and how the blades turn.
I didn't know it was electric. I thought it was just a regular.
I think they wanted it to be electric. Well, first off, you have to explain everything's electric now in order to get anybody to fund anything. It's going to be an all electric,
has to hear the
environmentally,
word electric.
Whatever. Doesn't mind. We don't care if we get all the we get all the materials for the battery from slave mines in China and Africa, and we don't know what to do with the batteries 10 years after they're done, and we're going to a landfill and pollute the groundwater. But do not worry. We're going full electric, even though the electric's being powered by a coal mine that's burning, a coal burning facility that's up the road that's poisoning the kids of Michigan.
Kids are dropping dead.
We're going. Yeah, that's right. And we put the name Blue in our title somewhere, and that's why you need to give us some money. All right, we'll take a break.
Can I simplify it? When you get a generator, would you want a fuel powered generator or electric? It's most likely going to be fuel powered. If you know anything about mechanics.
Yeah, it's
I
be
don't,
fuel.
but
it has to be. It's the safest thing when all the power and stuff goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I will
all
take
it
a
is.
fuel powered generator with a battery wall that is stored up. I'll go both. But yes. All right. Break. We'll see if we can find this thing that Jodi says exists that I don't really think exists, but she can look right after this. Let me tell you about Babbel. Learning a second language in high school didn't go well? Yes, that's right. Mi amo es Paco. Shut up, Carolla. D- for you. That's right. Now there's Babbel, language learning app that has sold over 10 million subscriptions. Addictively fun, and it's an easy way to learn a new language. Drew used Babbel with his wife before they went to France, and he said she improved. Her French improved dramatically. Whether you're traveling abroad, connecting with your family, or just have some free time, Babbel teaches you bite-sized 15-minute language lessons. Created by over 100 language experts, not AI. Choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, speech recognition technology helps you improve pronunciation and accent. 20-day money-back guarantee. It's Babbel, right, Dawson?
Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, save up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/Adam. That's babbel.com/Adam for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
So let's get started, man. My cousin has a flip phone. Ain't that something? 2019, he still got a flip phone. Like, I tried to convince him to get a smartphone, but he's a conspiracy theorist. What the hell I want a smartphone for, huh? Government tracking me around, knowing where the hell I'm at. But they know where you at. You in prison.
Byron Bowers is on the Adam Carolla Show.
There we go.
Wow.
Love
Shout
that
out,
joke.
Shout out to
Byron Bowers.
the DJ. Yeah, shout out to my cousin, too, who did his time.
What do you do time for?
Drinking.
Oh.
We just bought him shots we just bought him shots. That was a true story. He had his flip phone, and I was like, they know you in jail. He had to go to jail for drinking and driving. Like I had to be doing a show in town, and like the next day he had to go report. So we bought him a shot. Did shots before he reported. But that's where that joke came from, like that story of him.
You know, I think I love that you guys bought him shots right before he reported to go to prison. But remember, the alcohol wore off like while he was in prison.
Well,
and then it just was like you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
By the way, he just went to jail. He didn't go to prison.
Well, it was a thing this time because he had 5 DUIs. So this one, he had to report on like weekends or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, everything he was saying just don't. But that, society is like that sometimes. They say stuff that just don't make sense. And it's like, you're in.
Right.
They know they're tracking you because
they know you.
Yeah, you don't show up. It's big boy thing. So yeah.
I forgot I wanted to play this clip because I like to play this game called Stupid or Liar, and it's John Kerry from the Davos, whatever, where all the international superstars get together and figure out whether we can eat meat or use natural gas in our stoves, or how many cars we can have, or should we be tracked for our mileage, or how many kids should we be allowed to shit out. We get all the fucking do-gooders in the world. They all fly privately to Davos, and then they're going to lecture us all about carbon units after they've just burnt up half the ozone, taking 60 private jets to Davos. But the stupid or liar part is John Kerry, who's there to lecture everyone about the environment. And some brave reporter says, you're flying private to the summit for global warming. Doesn't that seem weird? And he gives a great answer. It's a great stupid or liar
Is
answer.
that a painting of John Kerry?
In the back?
Yeah.
No, I think that guy's dead.
Yeah, it's the 18th century.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
On that issue, pollution, I understand that you came here with a private jet. Is that an environmental way to travel?
If you offset your carbon, it's the only choice for somebody like me who is traveling the world to win this battle. I negotiated the Paris Accords for the United States. I've been involved in this fight for years. I negotiated with President Xi to bring President Xi to the table so we could get Paris. And I believe the time it takes me to get somewhere, I can't sail across the ocean. I have to fly to meet with people and get things done.
All right.
But
Nobody suggested you take a schooner from 1741. Well, should I take the Nina, the Pinto, or the Santa Maria? Nobody asked you to sail across the ocean. They asked
He's got to get there.
to fly across the ocean on Delta.
On Delta.
Or American.
In first class. In first class, of
Sit
course.
in first class.
Yes.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
Sit on an airplane with 141 other souls and save your carbon. That it doesn't make sense for him to sail. Did anyone ask him to?
No, but I know they're
sail?
sailing.
I don't know if that's what God wants. You ever saw that Osteen and the other preacher discussing their private planes?
Oh my God.
No, I
Can
haven't.
you pull it up? He was like, "Yeah, God, I have this energy. It's such a."
But
crazy.
this is basically the atheist version of the same bullshit. Like we laugh at those guys. God told you to get a G5.
Yeah.
You know, but
This is the same
is the same bullshit. Like I got to travel the world. That's right.
I gotta get places.
I got to get places.
Yes, like he was almost shocked that he was asked that
And you
question.
know,
But I have to meet people whose time is also limited too. To tell
gotta
them
get there.
about the environment.
Because their
Right.
ships, they can't take a ship either.
There's no way you can do that over Skype.
No, no way.
Got to press the
Also,
flash.
His voice, he sounds like the person who's been tricked, you know, with the voice box. He sounds like he's like one. He's like, I can't take a ship.
Right. So where do you go in the stupid or liar department? Because he's asked, you're flying private. He's talking about his carbon offsets. I don't even know what exactly he's going to do to offset his carbon, like go mulch or something in his backyard or some bullshit like that. I'm for sure he's not offset his. If you lived to 250 years old, you couldn't offset a private jet from the East Coast to Europe. There's too much carbon release for you to offset it through recycling and mulching the eggshells. All right, number one. But number two, she didn't talk about sailing. Like, do you know how much a steamship uses? How much coal a steamer uses? No, nobody sails to Europe unless you're part of the Princess, cruise line or something. Yeah. Unless you're intentionally doing it as slowly as possible. If we didn't have time to sail, which nobody's ever done.
No.
In the last 110 years.
Since that painting was done in the house.
So what he does is he tweaks it just a little bit.
I'm going to say actually genius. I know that's not an option, but genius because he threw in the ship thing knowing that would distract and deflect from that. And now we're talking about the Nina and the Pinto and we're like, oh, what are you taking a ship? We forgot all about the fact that he takes private jets because we're looking at his ridiculous answer, but he was ready to go with that answer. He has to be ready to go with that answer.
So you're going with liar.
I guess liar. Yeah, a genius liar, though. Mm-hmm. Who throws in what am I going to take, a ship?
Well, he was a little ambiguous. He went sail.
Sail, you're right. Sailing over there. But you know what? He's probably asked that question every single time he goes anywhere.
He's told himself that he offsets carbon.
Yes. But yeah, and
he's offsetting it as he's
the sad reality of the human experience is as Bill said, everyone wants to fly private. Mm-hmm. Everyone. And even though you are as into the environment as you claim you are, you still love. It's sort of like Martin Luther King with a couple of chicks on the side. Like the message is there. I believe he believes, but he's still a dude.
Yeah, he's still a human.
And that just trumps everything. Like
I was on stage the other night with a fur coat on the east side where all the vegans live. And I told them, I feel comfortable wearing fur, and I don't really care how it's killed because where I'm from, people kill people in my neighborhood. So what's a coyote?
You're not walking up there with a suit of a human.
I'm gonna do it. I could do it anyway. And I was like, I could wear a human suit.
Yeah, this
I
is
could
John.
be that.
I'm wearing John.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
So that's how I look at certain things because, and it's a version of that. Like if I can afford to fly private, of course I'm gonna fly private. My car get 9 miles a gallon and I leave it running sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Your Porsche. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Well, not that car. I mean the truck. I'm sorry.
Oh, the off-roader.
But I have and I use the truck more than the car. So
hello.
I'm part of the problem too.
He's embracing it.
When I was young and they were using aerosol cans, nobody cared.
Oh, I Aquanetted it up.
So
I'm responsible for a
now
lot
that I
of
can
that
afford
damage.
to get something, why you gonna come down on me?
You should interview John Kerry.
Yeah. I'd like to see that sit down.
Do we have Joel Osteen talking about
Still working on it.
Yeah.
private jets?
I would say,
do we
John-
have the helicopter that I don't
helicopter?
believe? I don't believe it exists.
It exists. Watch.
You looked it up.
Let's see it. Oh.
We'll see if we can.
John Kerry in the same helicopter.
Whoa.
Yes.
All right. This makes more sense.
Right, but does it work? What do they say?
No.
No.
Definitely not.
They made a model of it.
That's not the picture I saw. A picture I saw was actually outside and had it didn't look exactly like that.
Was it
but
functional?
It looked like it was functional. It looked more like a regular helicopter that they were just like, get in this with 3 other people, like Uber Pool. I was like,
I if there's any footage of one working, I'd be surprised. But
there's a similar service that you guys are describing called Blade, which is basically Uber for helicopters, just using regular helicopters as they exist.
Yeah, regular helicopters.
But Uber is trying.
yeah.
to
I mean, I
develop
think
their own
that's what I was thinking of because again, I didn't think electric. I didn't care about the environment. I just was like, oh, do I want to get on a helicopter with
You know, I just thought of this. If you got to go up, you got to go to downtown LA.
Yeah.
The whole deal is there's so much traffic to LAX. Now I want to get in. That was a Kobe.
Yeah, I was just gonna say with Kobe, that's what they wanted to do.
But if you got to get up to the top of the 67-story building to go to the helipad, why don't we kick it old school and start a service called Zip Line?
Yes.
I can see LAX from here.
Let's do it.
And it's a lot lower than where I'm at right now. And we'll just tie it off at the Cinnabon. Like,
what do you do with your baggage and stuff?
You just strap it up. Strap it on. Grab it like we're over the rainforest or going on vacation in Peru somewhere. And you'd have the line. Like I'd go, where are you going? I got to go to the Delta terminal. That's Terminal 6. And the line would just branch off.
How long would that take you to get there?
Take about 80 seconds to get from downtown LA. It'd be a fun ride.
Just hear people screaming.
And you'd have the Southwest zip line. And look, we'd make it safe. I wouldn't run you right into the front door or anything.
We'd slow down.
We'd have like a mattress against the wall.
Bam.
And
They take your photo when you're done.
Oh yes, you get your photo. You get a nice photo.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay,
it'd be fun.
I would do it
at some point. Flying over, maybe South Central. There'd be some kid with a BB gun out there raising hell.
Oh my God, totally.
I've been in a helicopter a few times, and there's something magical about
helicopter.
Yeah, the way they just take off. One was in Afghanistan.
I was in Afghanistan. Yeah.
Our helicopter was shot at.
So was ours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not fun at all.
Yeah.
You go over South Central.
No,
from Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so close.
I like my zip line idea.
I like it too.
I like
Let's
it, man.
do it.
It definitely could
Uber Chopper
work.
is back.
All right, let's see it.
Now let me tell you about my
Is
screen.
that a regular key?
All right, looks like they're going to Coachella.
Oh, so it's like Uber helicopter.
I don't think I'd get in that. I don't know.
No. What is a helicopter? I wonder what the Uber helicopter is per hour, per mile.
They had
per
for 1 second. Did you see that in the beginning? It had like a little price. It said City Tour and wherever.
I can tell you that one of the most popular routes for that Blade service is from JFK into Manhattan, and it's $195 a seat.
That's not actually terrible, to be honest with you. If you need to get into the city,
It takes 5 minutes.
oh my God.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's
at all.
in Europe. Okay. Honestly, that's
not bad.
That's not bad. If you've got to you want to get out of that airport and into the city
That airport
in
is
8
crazy.
minutes.
Or for $11 using the Zipline app, I can get you into downtown.
But do they have Zipline
Manhattan.
pool where there's another person tandem on you?
Oh, yeah.
You split it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
that'd
mean?
be cool. But they got to make a stop somewhere first.
Yes, they do. And then you let go.
Have a
Then
good
you let
one.
go.
I'm telling you, if you drew a straight line from the tallest building in downtown LA to LAX, it would only be like 11 miles, maybe 9 miles or something like that. And you could probably
do it.
Probably get a straight line, have a bar up there. You're not driving.
The only issue is you got to go over certain neighborhoods that might try to zip jack you.
Well, that's what I said. Zip jack. They'll zip jack.
Shoot you down.
Yeah, when you're saying BB guns, they're definitely
shoot the luggage down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's
the black neighborhood may go with the zip jack, but the Hispanic neighborhood would go with the chupacabra. Mijos. You're running, or maybe they thought you were a pinata and they start swinging a stick at you.
Oh my God!
You'd have to route around the black and Hispanic
areas. For this my whole life.
You would freak those people out.
Oh, wow.
They're simple people. They're religious, but they're simple.
Like, my grandmother don't fly. She don't think...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like that.
Ever? She's never?
No.
In her life? She's never flown?
No. Wow. Would never fly.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't believe in that. They just don't. Just like how I am with social media sometimes. They like that with airplanes.
Wow.
Chris's grandmother believes in the chupacabra, by the way.
That's hilarious.
Know that.
Yeah. Her husband died. Yeah.
I think you could freak out a fair amount of Hispanics in the right neighborhood.
Yeah, you can freak out a lot of people. Unsuspecting people just having a barbecue in the backyard and fucking Joe comes flying by. Oh my God. It's almost like a marathon when they stop to get water. You could actually be like,
yeah.
Helping hand. Yeah.
But now here's the question with the house. You know, like my mom's house in North Hollywood. You never notice it until you film something somewhere.
Right.
But my mom's house in North Hollywood, Burbank Southwest would take off. They'd go straight out, and then they'd bank hard to the right, and it'd fly directly over Chris Carolla's house. Like every time, full throttle, you know, still trying to get altitude. If you sat out on the porch, you just every 7 minutes, there was a Southwest flight just going right over the top of that house. And you wouldn't really want to live there just because of that action.
Yeah.
That would be a demerit. But if the zip line went over your house, I feel like you could upsell that.
Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You see random people going
Just
over.
random people?
Byron will buy somebody a shot before, get him drunk. They're going to pee the whole way.
You just hear,
Yeah.
Also, what if that one person on the route decides to upgrade their home and builds a second floor without letting people know, and now all of a sudden you're on that zip line and you're right into somebody's bedroom?
You know, we'd have to work that out. That's a zoning situation.
We're gonna need bird deterrents as well.
In your defense, though, it's in your mother's defense. It is people that have Spirit Airlines flying over their house.
Oh, that's worse.
Which even scarier than see an airline called Spirit Airlines.
It's just a matter of time
before the plane hits the house.
Easily,
yeah. Earplugs aren't going to solve that problem. I'm saying the zip line would average, hundreds of feet over most houses, because by the time you got into the airspace of the airport, it would start coming down. So you would look up and see folks up there 150 feet above your backyard, which could be entertaining.
No, you need it close. You need it still as scary. You need them to feel like they about to hit a tree or a pole or something.
They're definitely screaming. The majority of them are screaming. So you're not just getting people, you're getting screams.
Well, the first time you have to go tandem with like skydiving, right? You have to go.
Well, I did that. Yeah.
I think I'm not running an amusement park here. I'm getting people to the airport efficiently. So,
sorry, there's a functional.
There's not a. We're doing this for thrill.
There's a whole bunch of people with hair like that.
I fly a lot. You know what I mean? And getting to the airport is a thrill.
Oh, it's a thrill for you.
It is?
Well, because the time you
don't know if you're going to make it.
It's traffic. This guy ain't got a pass to go on the express lane.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, one time I had an old dude, like an old black dude. He was telling me how LA was in the 50s and 60s. And he was driving all the way in the right lane, and we getting passed by old people.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going to miss this flight. And I missed the flight.
Oh, no. You missed the flight?
Oh, I missed the flight. It was a conversation. It was a whole conversation from this elder black dude. And
driving Uber.
And then I had an Asian driver one time who tried to get on the 110 North. And I was like, man, if you don't stop this car, I'm going to beat your ass. And he stopped the car. That was the only time I threatened violence on
And you
Uber.
got out?
I didn't get out, but I was like, go this way. And then we went. And I still made the flight.
You made that
flight.
You're making an argument for my Zip It app.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying take a short Uber ride to the Bonaventure Hotel
you gotta still
in
get there.
downtown
That's
LA.
the problem. You have to
That's what I'm saying. You're going to go through the experience anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You
To
might
get
as
to
well
downtown.
have fun you might as well have a different, exciting experience because your nerves and stuff already is gonna be crazy anyway.
And then we franchise. You know what I mean? We do this in Dallas,
everywhere,
Tampa,
Paris,
Eiffel Tower. Wow. De Gaulle. Yes. We'll work it out.
Let's just do it.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's go global. We're really saving the planet, Adam. You're saving
carbon
you're saving the planet. Let's get on a private jet, fly over there.
Can I go backwards and look at everything? Let's do this.
Yeah, like they used to have the Southwest seats. Yeah, well, the commercial is traffic and exhaust pouring and bumpers and horn honking or whatever, and then we go to the cerebral. We'll just get some B-roll of the rainforest canopy.
Perfect.
Just put that in there. Families having fun. Wouldn't you rather get to LAX?
Superimpose just the buildings.
That'll be
we can easily
so efficient versus doing it in a car.
But you also solve a lot of the traffic problem as well because those cars are off.
No, I say you just cranking them out. Soon.
Whatever's flying cars? Are they still doing flying cars? It's another thing.
I don't even care anymore. All I want is zip
flying
line.
cars. First off, it's a lie. It's also funny if the guy zipped in and then he gets to LAX and he comes back from the trip and he's like, "How do I zip from LAX?" And I'm like, "Your house has to be significantly lower than the airport."
LAX.
I'm not a topographer.
But meanwhile, he parked it in the downtown.
Can you zip me to the valley?
No one's getting home to the valley.
You can't zip to the valley.
No,
you can't do that at all.
It's a one-way zip.
It's very limited, like our subway system. It's very limited.
I don't know. Get Mark Cuban on the blower. This is Shark Tank shit.
Yes.
I feel like I could go down to Silicon Valley. Let's get some funding.
All right, let's do it.
I think we could make this work.
I feel more safe in ziplining in the Vegas tunnels that they're building.
Yeah,
they're building.
Tesla.
Yeah, there's there's no
tunnels,
windows. I'm like, how do people breathe in the tunnel? So I definitely would rather zip line.
Well, I heard it helps because the Teslas don't have any emissions, right? So it's just
they don't have to fan them
but
out.
you just in this enclosed thing, and that's the crazy thing. What if it floods?
That's the whole thing, like in Lincoln Tunnel, coming in and out of just in New York. Whenever you're in there and you're stuck in traffic, and you are like in the middle, like you're just in the middle of the Lincoln Tunnel, and you are there, stuck. And then those thoughts start happening, those intrusive thoughts, like one thing that could easily go wrong. And
I cannot swim out of this if anything.
A little known, forgotten Stallone movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what movie was that?
Into that
Daylight.
Scene. All right, let's take a break. We'll all hang out, do some news right after this.
It's time to check Adam's voicemail.
Spaceman, Seattle, Washington. Signs on the side of the freeway say, report HOV lane violators. 1-800-BE-A-HERO. Get it on.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
Can you imagine being one of those Karens who was dropping dimes on people that were running late? There's a Prius in there that didn't have the proper stickers on the bumper. Oh, my God. I don't know if that's the headrest. Could be a child. It's hard to tell from behind. Let me pull up next to the guy, see if I can get a picture.
Oh.
Like, really?
Who has the time for that?
Jesus Christ. Yuck. This whole, by the way, it kind of, COVID, it kind of started out here with like water rationing. Like if your neighbor's hosing down their driveway, call this number.
Yeah.
And then COVID turned into if you know somebody who's not fully vaxxed and it says they're going to work or whatever, I don't like the fucking nanny state or the tattle state. Knock it off, government. Enforce the laws or don't. Don't deputize me to fucking turn in my neighbors. Fucking assholes. All right. Sorry.
All right. So there's an update to that cop in Tennessee who had sex with all of her coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Internet hit, right?
So many hall passes.
Yeah, that's about hall passes.
Because we've all entertained the cops before.
Mm-hmm. Man, not like that though.
But that party sounds so fun. That's definitely a hall pass party.
Oh, somebody.
Well, her name is Megan Hall.
Oh,
it's already in the name. It's her pass. This pass is like the Amber Alert. This pass is probably named after her.
This is the Megan Alert.
Yeah. So,
shout out to Megan Hall, man. First off, I think it's wrong because y'all was in the privacy of y'all own situation.
Their own job,
but you know, they wasn't on duty though.
They were on duty for some of it, yeah.
Oh,
So they got paid.
Not all of it, but definitely.
All right,
I can't
so
speak
let's
on
see.
this then because I've had.
Is that
a situation.
Megan? That's Megan?
That's Megan on the top left.
all the
yeah.
dudes.
So 5 officers fired, 3 others suspended.
If I was white, I would have had to go first. Put me first.
Yeah, who went first?
I'm not following that black dude with the bald head.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh yeah.
So wait, she had sex with all of these people.
Hold on. Can a black guy get cuckolded? I'm just saying. I want to go first.
Yeah, he got the canine on, so you know the dog was there.
Oh man.
The young kid
Wait a minute.
waited to the end. He's like, I'm the rookie. I'll wait over here. Look at his face.
Yeah, there's seniority in this.
Yeah, totally.
No, and the other bald dude, they put a collar on her. I know they did.
Don't you think?
How did this start?
Don't you think if you're going to put this list out of all the officers with the chick in the front, you have to say either in no particular order,
Yes,
or
you have to
in
number them.
alphabetical order?
You have to number them.
But who's the guy with the no face? Who's the secret Santa?
Secret Santa.
Oh yeah,
Pumper. You know what I mean?
He was the guy that's like, don't fucking put my face
Yeah,
up there.
I'd like to not be.
Yeah, I'd like to
included in
not.
this
Who
spreadsheet.
okayed these pictures?
Well, maybe that dude's in deep cover.
By
You
the
know what I
way,
mean?
might
Maybe-
be.
maybe he works
He's
for
the informant.
narcotics.
He's the informant,
Wow.
actually.
Yeah.
Hold on. Have you noticed that all the cops are not smiling except for dude on the bottom in the middle?
Yeah, he's proud.
He's like, I'm a cop. I'm gonna fuck Megan Hall.
Well,
Yeah, he knew.
I don't know her name is
Damn, man,
Megan.
this
but
seemed like a
Her
fun.
name-
said it's
that's
Megan.
Hall. Her name is
Megan
Megan
Hall.
Hall.
Such a
Oh,
fun,
I was thinking of Megan's Law.
Oh,
not Amber Alert.
Yeah.
It was a Megan's Law too.
Hall
I
pass.
transposed it.
Wow.
Yeah, Megan Hall.
Such a
She's not
fun,
even that hot.
Wait, is this in Tennessee too?
Yes, this is in Tennessee.
Oh,
Laverne.
Do you guys think she's hot? Hot enough to have
As
sex
a cop, yeah.
No.
hot enough to have.
Sex
You
with
ever
7
seen the
people?
porn where the cops pull over the black dudes and they bang the 2 female cops?
Oh,
I saw a video recently, but it wasn't that. I barely had-
That's a different.
I didn't
video.
find it
Like,
It's
titillating
a
at
thing.
all.
It's a thing I'm happy they made.
She's gonna have an OnlyFans account very soon.
Yeah. But here's the crazy part. Like, I don't, what's going on with the cops?
Yeah. How did
doing
this
what
even
they do
start?
to
tell you.
innocent people, and then
Oh.
they
Oh, she's cute.
yeah.
That's her.
That's
with
what
her,
I'm trying
that's
to
her with
tell
her
you.
husband.
Oh, he's thrilled.
So they
Yeah.
look. She's got the leg tattoo. Come on, man.
So she is married. So
She's married,
So
so-
how she had 7 hall passes.
She had maybe
7?
more.
Oh, maybe
So-
more. Oh my god.
So there was an
I don't know.
internal investigation, but now the
No pun
transcripts have been released.
I just picture her. I picture like a Hustler cartoon with her coming home with a load of jizz on her hair, and her husband going, "Why do you always have to bring your work home?" Sorry.
Yeah, so the transcripts of her investigation and her interviews have been released. So,
Oh, thank God.
So here's some quotes from it. She said, "Me and my husband were kind of on the verge of a divorce, and I just cracked, and then it just kind of got out of hand."
That's what I'm telling you. That's why.
cracked
That's what.
right open,
That what
'cause she
kills
got
the
fucked.
whole pass thing. When I say a woman would go off and do some crazy stuff, we don't even think.
That's
that.
all right. She's like, I cracked. I'm like wide open because 7 dudes fucked you.
Yeah.
Like she is in
Are
half.
there going to be any cops
from
left
job.
in Tennessee when they're done suspending everybody?
I know,
And-
right? Yeah,
Oh,
this is
seriously.
That's
yeah.
the problem.
Tennessee
you
is
shouldn't
the
even go
purge
after
right now.
this. These guys could have been out murdering people, but they out murdering that poontang.
Yeah.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they should. They
you should be on MSNBC because that's a hot take.
That
you know
is
what
a
I mean?
great
Because they'll
take,
have
yeah.
a reverend,
Yes.
and then they'll have like a black politician. They'll be talking about systemic racism and stuff, and then you come in.
This is
Right.
reparations. This is the reparations
Yeah.
you talked about.
Keep it, save it for save it
I mean?
for Don Lemon's morning show because that'll be a hot take.
When that
Rachel
baby's born,
Oh
you know,
yeah, she's definitely pregnant now.
Oh my God!
All right, so
So yeah, so it got out of hand. She first admitted to having sex with one of the officers during a football watch party, and and this guy also on other occasions, but never while on the clock. Then during a second meeting, she admitted to having sexual encounters with a guy on a hill and in the bathroom on the top deck of a houseboat owned by another one of the cops. And then she also admitted to kissing one of the cops, one of these officers' wives, during that football party while her husband was present. She said her colleague hoped a makeout session would get her husband into the idea of group sex, but she said he was not interested. And then she engaged in oral sex at the station while they were on the clock. She said, "I got stupid. I got desperate. I guess. And,
Desperate.
And guys are guys, and they'll stick their dick in anything. That was literally in the report.
I need to blow someone right now.
If
I'm
was
so
in
desperate.
court and somebody said that, I would not object.
All these guys got nude photos while on the clock of her. Like it was just like known that she would just send nude photos of herself.
It's like a pyramid scheme. It's Ponzi pussies.
Yeah.
They bring it
Ponzi
in.
pussy.
One person tell another person.
That'd be a good
And
name.
then they come in.
They
Ponzi pussy.
Yeah, they play strip Uno. She would play strip Uno.
Oh, that's good.
And one of the lieutenants had a hot tub party, and her top came off, and his whole family was there. Yeah, so she's just a little unhinged.
Well, first off, God bless Megan, because you know, I'm a comedian, and I'm saying this as certain jobs in certain places need a Megan, just for morale boost.
Save that for Rachel Maddow's show. That's a hot take too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd like to hear that.
You know how this fraternity thing works.
Yeah, I do.
And the cops things is just a version of that. So, you know, God bless her for
She was
doing
taking
that.
one for the team, keeping the morale
And keeping
up.
morale. But she's also of this thing. And everybody got issues. You tell everybody has issues. So
Well, yeah.
it's like keeping it in the family almost.
She's saying she was on the verge of a divorce and she just cracked. There's no way. This has always been inside her.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
I agree. Yeah.
This has been so deep inside her.
No, this is like Lance Bass turning gay when he's 29.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
He was gay in junior high.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you go back and look at the tattoos, it's like she got
yeah.
a tattoo on her thigh with some gang signs, and her husband got a picture of trees.
It does have trees.
That don't even go together. You know what I mean?
What is her tattaoo? I gotta see it.
They got them
Lift that
separate.
skirt up,
Yeah.
Megan. I bet she would do it if I asked her.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You should get her on the show.
She did tell the
She
investigator.
should have. Probably could.
Them the
Fuck
parties I'm
everyone in
mad I
that
missed.
booth before she even gets over here.
She's an internet star now. So,
Of course she is.
She should have. When they were like, "Did you blow a dude at the precinct?" She should have been like, "You get information out of a perp your way, and I'll do it my way." We're looking at
It's like a finger.
close-up of her
What is that?
thigh
It's like a
tattoo.
hand. Oh, it's like a hand lifting up her skirt.
So the signs were
Oh,
all
I
there.
thought it was a hand hiding her cell phone, like it's flipped over.
Oh, could be.
So-
I mean, I don't know.
It does look a little gang signing.
Another hall pass person.
So Megan,
yeah.
Megan and her husband are in couples counseling, and they are trying to stay together.
That is
That's
the
what I'm
best
saying.
part of this whole
That's
story.
what
They're
I'm
trying to stay
saying.
together. Well, good for them.
That's what I was saying in the
kids-
beginning. Is like this. What is an affair really? Because that's not an affair.
No, that's just a lot of sex with
That's
a lot
just
of
a
different
person
people.
letting
Oh,
out.
she's got other. All right, here we go. Is that her? Oh, no, she's,
wow,
oh,
you found her.
her TikTok.
Jody, I'll be the couples counselor.
Okay, please.
You and Byron be the couple.
Okay.
This will be our first session. So I understand you guys having a little marital difficulties. Talked to a lot of couples. Heard it all.
She
everyone's
banged
going
like
through
6
something.
cops that I know of, and it gotta be more.
I was desperate. He will only fuck me 3 times a day, and I need more than that.
Oh, most of the people I talk to have problems with leaving the toilet seat up, and then the guy doesn't put it down, and then she goes to the bathroom at night.
Listen, I know Giselle and Tom are ending their relationship because he doesn't spend enough time at home. He doesn't spend enough time inside me.
Well, 3 times is hard because the diet
It's not
that you
hard.
cook is not giving me enough strength to go more than 3 times.
I'm actually doing this for our marriage. Those other guys were I needed more dick, and you can't give it to me, but I love you.
You know, we call ourselves the Christian Counseling Center. I don't.
Well,
know if
God
you saw
wanted me
the
to do this.
sign.
God actually, I got a message from God.
Yeah, I'm a little more like he wants a sports car and she wants a minivan. Those are the kind of. This may be a little out of my pay grade. You fucked everyone at the precinct?
Not everyone, because someone was out sick on Monday.
Oh, but you'll pretty much do it with anyone at any time?
Even the K9?
Oh my God, you have not lived until you've had a German Shepherd.
You know, people think therapist is an exciting job, but it's really a lonely job.
Well, do you need some help? Because
could I just talk
I'm
to you
desperate.
one-on-one?
I need to blow someone.
What I do a thing is I take the couples
Listen,
and
I would
have
rather
the
just
one
have
guy
a.
wait in the waiting room.
I think we're gonna get to the bottom of it, and by that I mean my bottom.
We accept Blue Shield and most major insurance.
You promised me that was the last counselor.
Well, today it's the last counselor. Today I'm gonna fuck.
Oh, the guy who refills the vending machine is here too. So I'm just gonna. Kurt,
he seemed. I saw him on the way.
Not bad, right?
Just slight little grab on the way in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Sir,
I love you.
I'll get the lube
Help
out of the
yourself
car.
to a complimentary Snapple. It's in the mini fridge in the waiting room there.
All right. I'll get the lube.
And I'll just go ahead and put the chair up against the doorknob.
We gotta go to
finish our
Call
session
me
here.
if you need me to hold your leg again.
Thank you so much. Actually, could you film this? Because I have so many followers on TikTok. This is gonna really.
Well, your phone memory is full. There's no more room on your phone.
Use your phone. Use your phone.
Oh, I'll tell you where there is room. By the way, it's a 50-minute
You
session.
might
We've
want to
already
tie
eaten
a
up
board
20
to your
minutes,
ass
so-
because it is pretty stretched out.
Hey, is that a tattoo of a girl's hand in a deck of cards? What is that?
That's the girl that I fucked that girl. She was putting the tattoo on me.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Well,
bro.
it started as a crab.
Hey, bro, why don't you take your tree tattoo, like whatever the ficus plant you have on your arm, and just kind of bring it into the waiting room?
Well, it symbolized our love and our growth to reach the sun, but apparently, it's about tree trunks that she likes.
Oh yes. See that guy who gave me that tattoo? This is on my TikTok.
Uh-huh.
I fucked him.
Yeah, well, why don't you just take that Hanukkah bush that's on your forearm and just kind of bring it into the waiting room so we can kind of mop up
Yeah, we just
here.
need to finish up here. I'm just going to finish up with him.
Oh, God. Oh, where's the Snapple?
Yeah, there should be a half a Snapple out there.
Oh, half a Snapple?
Well, I got to wash my dick somehow.
Oh, I hope it was peach. Is it peach Snapple?
If you're washing your dick, it doesn't matter if it's dyed or not.
No, but it's going to. But when I put it in my mouth, it's going to matter. And I'm on.
where your head's at.
So
yeah,
I prefer peach, but diet because.
All right,
I'll go give our kids carrots while you take this.
Oh, the kids out there?
In the car.
In the car. They're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, crack the window, grab the Snapple, and we'll see you back here in about, what Chuck Woolery say, 2 and 2?
It'll be 2 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
2 and 2, literally 2 and 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Take an hour because I'm going to listen to the Adam Carolla show.
Oh, I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Funny, insightful.
Go get the vending machine guy.
Yeah, and scene. All right.
All right. Well, let's move on. So, in all seriousness, though, I am a little worried about her getting all this fame, and then just everybody's obviously making fun of her. She can't even go online anymore and not see people making fun of her, and that kind of goes along with the U.S. Surgeon General, who just did a few interviews right now, and I know she's not a teen, but he believes that the age 13 is too young for children to be on social media just because of all the dopamine hits and what it does to your brain.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like Jodi, she has a young daughter. I don't know if you've already planned out what you're gonna do with like how old she's gonna be when she gets a cell phone, make a Instagram account and things like that.
She
and
actually has an Instagram account.
See, so she already has one,
but she doesn't use it.
When she gets control of
right.
it. Yeah, stuff like that because the U.S. Surgeon General's like 13-year-olds are way too young. Like in
Our Surgeon
China,
General looks like a 44-year-old, 13-year-old. He looks like a kid, even though he's got to be in his mid-40s.
He's a young face, but like the gray hair.
Can we make this?
I didn't know it was a person, for real.
Vivek Murthy.
I thought it was like on some Wizard of Oz type shit.
Yeah, he's just the guy in the cigarette.
Yeah, it's a board.
Can we have some structure, is what I'm saying, in the uniform department? Because he wears his Surgeon General outfit, right?
Wow.
He wears the outfit.
Yeah.
The actual general.
He's got the stuff on the epaulets, the stuff on the sleeve, the bars and stuff, and he wears the outfit, right?
Yeah, he does.
And then there's Admiral Levine, the she who's in charge of, the whole Biden administration.
That's like the
is like,
dude,
you got to be
Captain
black,
Crunch
you got to be
fucks.
lesbian, you got to be something, you got to be something. It's
Yeah.
all diversity
Yeah.
hires, right?
Yes.
Which, by the way, is why it's a shit show, is because you can't do that. You have to pick the best people for everything. But anyway, I'm a racist for thinking that. Now,
that's a diversity hire.
Right.
Yeah,
There's Admiral,
we're saying, yeah.
there's Admiral Levine, who's horrible, but trans or something, so they had to hire that freak show. And he wears the outfit. Looks sort of
Let's
like...
see, I gotta see.
Sort of like...
Oh,
You're right.
yeah.
Now, here's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We have an outfit. You either wear it or not. You know what I mean? And my whole thing is, why does the president just get to wear a sport coat and a tie,
That's true.
and everyone else is Halloween? Shouldn't he dress like Uncle Sam?
Well,
Shouldn't
Uncle
the
Sam.
president have to dress in a presidential outfit?
What is the presidential outfit, though? If he has, if he's not in the military, he wouldn't dress like that. But
we'll talk to Hugo Boss. I'll work something out. But in other countries, the leaders dress in their leader outfit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, especially when our president goes to other countries and represents
He should be dressed
them.
like Uncle Sam.
Yeah, he is in a
But
suit.
that jacket you could get at any army surplus store. That is not a fitted coat. That coat, his outfit don't even fit the way a surgeon
To be
general.
fair to the tailor, he was a dude when he got fitted for the coat and then became a chick or something.
No, he's talking about the surgeon
Talking
general. It's
about
a little
surgeon
too
general.
big on him.
Well,
That's what saying.
he's
It's a little
shopping
baggy.
it like the problem with him is he's built like a coat hanger. There's nothing
He's
they can
really-
do
it's-
about
yeah,
that.
it's just-
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
some
probably
shoulder
like
pads.
C. Everett Koop's old jacket. Just, we're gonna
Yeah,
save
that's a hand-me-down.
We're going to save the taxpayers $80. I know how Washington thinks. They're always pinching those pennies. So they just gave them the one that they had. You know
They're
what
like,
I mean?
wear this. It's like when you walk into a restaurant and they're like, oh, you have to wear a coat, and then
Yeah,
they
when you
just
go to
reach
the
into
Magic Castle.
You just reach into the basket and then they pull it any other
That's
coat.
the Magic Castle. They go, you can't
they
come
do
in.
that?
Oh, fuck yeah. You cannot come in here without a jacket.
Oh yeah, they do that.
Then you wear like
Yeah.
an ill-fitted jacket from like the 70s.
and get garlic sauce all over it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got? Yes, the phones are poisoning everyone's brain. No
They
doubt.
are, for sure.
Yes.
All right, so San Antonio Zoo. We got some animal stories now. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so for $10, the San Antonio Zoo will name a cockroach after your ex or anybody's ex and feed it to an animal. So you go there, you buy a cockroach,
It's
they
healthy.
name it, and then you feed it to the animal, and you get some sort of closure.
For how much?
Do
$10.
you, though, get some closure? I don't know if you
It's their
do.
annual Cry Me a Cockroach fundraiser. And you could also, or if you want to buy something else, like you get a vegetable for $5, or if you want to go, if you want to upgrade, you get a rodent for $25.
Oh, my God. And
Yeah.
you can name it after your ex?
You
and then
name it after
feed
your ex. All donors receive a digital Valentine's Day card showing support for the zoo. But then for if you're especially stubborn, you pay for a $150 upgrade. It includes a personalized video message to the recipient showing their cockroach, rodent, or vegetable that's being named after them devoured.
And for $100,000, they will get your ex and actually feed them to the lion.
Yes, they'll zip line them over there.
Zip line 'em
I
over.
thought they all ate crickets. I thought everything that ate a bug was always a cricket. I didn't know there was a cockroach, number one.
A cockroach.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah,
That's-
I used to have a
They got a
lizard and we
sweeter
feed it
taste.
crickets.
Oh, which does? Cricket or cockroach?
I'm just assuming.
Well, they're meatier. They're definitely
Yeah,
meatier.
Do you
We eat
think
crickets
there's
now.
going to be an issue with like some anti-Semitic guy would show up and go, "Yeah, that cockroach. My ex's name Anne Frank," and then they'd go, "Really? Ah, absolutely," and they'd go, "You sure?" I go, 100%. I'll give it to the snake.
Yeah, call her Annie. Yeah, just call her Annie.
Yeah,
Annie
Anne
Frank.
Frank's her middle name,
Yeah.
but we call her Anne Frank. Yeah, why? I don't know. Like you have to.
You have to do it.
You
For
got
$10, you got to do
You
it.
have to do it.
Have to do it.
Okay.
$10.
There's a lot going on in the zoos.
I'll
There's
do
a
it for $250.
A monkey got stolen.
Yeah, a monkey got stolen. They found them. Didn't know. They found the monkey.
You know, when I hear
Stealing
about
monkeys?
crime, what I like to do, because I like to racially stereotype everything, you know, when I hear the crime, I assign the race or the gender of the
who-
criminal,
yeah,
of who,
okay.
who is doing
Okay.
this. You know, so when you hear a 15-year-old was shot in the south side of Chicago, you know, you do the math. You do the math, and then you hear Lori Loughlin took her kid and put her on a
Right.
boat and took a picture and died. You go, okay, that's
clearly,
white
yeah.
chick. That's a white chick crime right there. Like I
A
like
monkey stolen is definitely white people.
That's so. This is what
If it was black,
Yeah.
they would
No,
call
you're
it
with
a
me.
rescue.
Yeah,
Racist joke.
you're with
Too
us. This is a
soon?
racist. You're with me. I was like somebody. This is like the second animal that was stolen
Yes.
from this zoo. I'm like that is a white. That's a white collar.
It's a white male.
That's what white people.
I'm gonna go-
That's a white person crime.
24-year-old virgin.
They showed a surveillance picture
Wasn't?
I was way the fuck off. I have to recalibrate.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Gary,
see.
there is a picture of the.
Yeah, I've seen it. We're
Times are changing, though. Go ahead, shout
No,
me.
that's progress.
It's changing.
That's what we call
Times are
progress.
changing, yeah.
Yeah, we'll show you the picture. I always have to assign a race and or sex and sometimes an age to every.
Okay. So
every
what was your
crime.
initial call?
I was either
White
like
male?
white dude, kind of white trash, or sort of activist white chick
okay.
who was going to liberate,
okay.
set them free.
Who
or
wanted a
they
baby.
Want them in this thing,
Gonna
right?
get pregnant. Mm-hmm.
Well, they're looking frantically for the picture. I didn't give them a heads up on it, but it's does not fit what I had in my mind.
I've been wrong a lot lately,
But that's good. That's progress.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When I hear like the wife
here we
is
go.
poisoning the husband, I think white woman. You know what I mean? This is a young black teen, it looks like.
Damn, I stole a monkey.
Right.
Doritos.
Bragging rights.
He's got. I mean,
With Cheetos.
But
he's
I-
got Cheetos. He's totally
I
got
can
Cheetos.
completely
For the monkey.
recalibrate my ethnic crime wheel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is different.
So that's the dude that took the monkey. First of all, what type of monkey was it?
Somebody stole a monkey, and then before that, somebody stole like a tiger or something.
I thought the tiger got out.
Or maybe the tiger got out, and somebody stole the monkey.
Yes, I think the tiger got out there to shut the zoo down.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to steal a tiger.
We should get some of the guys.
Oh, super cute.
Oh, that's different.
They stole that monkey.
Yeah, you can steal that. You definitely can steal that.
We definitely got to get some.
A black person would steal that.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, that's you could take it to the house.
He
make
kind of looks
videos
like the
with it.
Surgeon General a little with the gray hair.
Yeah, it does. And his fur doesn't fit him very well.
It's hand-me-down fur.
Could
It's
be tightened up.
hand-me-down.
Yeah.
This dude was on mushroom. I know the story. All right, he took some mushrooms. He saw the monkey. They had a conversation without words. And he empathized with the monkey, like, man, you should be free.
The monkey was like, yes, free me.
You shouldn't be here. Look at the look in the monkey's eyes. Like, look what they doing to my mustache.
I want a Dorito.
And he's like, I got you. I'm gonna come back and get your ass.
Bring the Doritos.
Do you think he
Looked up the
sold
steal.
the monkey?
I think
he do it for video purposes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bragging
I think,
rights.
yeah, he wanted to make TikToks. I think he was like, I'm going to
That's
get that
progression, you know what I mean? That's like when you were here when I
He's
was
an
young
entrepreneur.
and white people would steal mascots. You'd be like, that sounds fun.
Oh, mascot stealing.
That
yeah.
guy is a lot like the coach who jumped in. He's thinking ahead. He wants to like start a YouTube channel with the monkey, make money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, just remind me. I don't know why this is. In my
You know the
head.
Super Bowl coming up, and they always do the Dorito commercial. He clearly got a bag of Doritos. So he's doing this just for the commercial alone. That's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
They already did that horrible Mountain Dew commercial with baby monkey, whatever that stupid.
Yeah, baby monkey puppy or something.
Something.
Oh,
Worse,
yeah.
most
Oh,
vile.
It was terrible.
No. All right. Let's do one more, Chris.
But he gotta go home for Easter and all that, and they be like, "You stole a monkey?
Where'd you get that monkey? Yeah. 'cause
You
he's a
stole a
kid.
monkey?
Yeah, I took this monkey.
This motherfucker stole a monkey." You know, he gotta hear that.
So also, there's this company called Colossal that's out there, and they are working on resurrecting extinct animals, a la Jurassic Park, with like gene editing and things like that. So first off, they're working on the woolly mammoth. So they believe the woolly mammoth will make its return from extinction by 2027.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Just in time for Christmas.
right.
I'm
'cause-
gonna eat one of them motherfuckers.
yeah, the woolly
Eat
mammoth's
one.
DNA is not a 99.6% match of the Asian elephant. So using genetic editing, they're going to plant an embryo into this Asian elephant and then bring back the woolly mammoth, which they said will help with the climate change because the woolly mammoth will once again be
See?
introduced in
Everyone's working that
Yeah,
angle.
see?
Yeah.
No, this is why we're doing
Yeah,
it. It's
that's why we're
totally
doing
safe.
it.
it's for the environment.
Yeah,
But
for
as
the
a
planet.
human, we gonna eat it.
Oh,
And
see,
they bring back a dinosaur, we gonna eat that too.
you would eat these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder what it tastes like.
You know what they should do?
I ate whale in Japan when COVID broke out.
You did?
Yeah, I was in Japan. I ain't get back to March 10th, and somebody had already ate the bat. And I'm eating whale. Like, man, I wonder what bat tastes like.
Oh, God. Wow.
How was the whale?
It wasn't bad. They made it all type of
I'm
ways.
sure it was good.
It wasn't
they know what they're
enough.
doing.
It wasn't enough. Wait, like they fried it, they sautéed it, they boiled it, and I didn't have the stomach capacity enough to eat it that many ways.
Right. So which way did you eat it?
I forgot.
Because while he's watching Uppity,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like
I had a polar
but I was
bear
privileged
once.
enough to eat it.
You had a polar bear?
Once. I just wanted
I was
to
like,
jump in.
what?
I didn't really do that.
Oh, okay, but
That'd be funny.
Either, but that's
It'd
why
be funny if we had the very first woolly mammoth came back and
killed
named
it.
it. We live it like one of the Trump kids shoots it.
Yeah.
At some point.
Just a picture in front of.
You know somebody gonna be like, this isn't right, and they gonna try to kill it all over again.
Well,
God wanted it dead.
They did.
playing
I
God.
think they already did bring back the saber-toothed Tasmanian devil. Is that
Well, there were also the Tasmanian tigers are next.
Oh,
right?
Tasmanian tiger.
So, yeah. So this
I
company.
bet that black kid steals.
Tasmanian?
Oh yeah, the Tasmanian tigers.
I bet that's
Your
next.
boy got a mammoth.
That is a
I bet
high.
he's just licking his
You
chops
gonna say
right
it with an
now.
L? Your boy. Hey, you know your boy just got a mammoth. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring him out tomorrow. Watch.
Wow.
Right to the next car show. Your boy gonna be like
You know
Hannibal
what?
up in
When
there.
you brought home the monkey, I said, that's it. He can do no better than the monkey.
And
Well,
now
you
he's-
proved me wrong.
You see that? He gonna have it on the chain. It don't bite. It don't bite. You bet
Yeah, its tusks scare me, though.
it. I feed it hot dogs. Look.
I don't know what kind of rental agreement you have, but there's
Yeah.
no way.
No.
He loves hot
said
dog
no
water.
pets in this building.
Especially on the third floor.
Yeah, the house in the valley.
He love hot dog juice water.
Yeah, it's all coming back.
Yeah.
They cannot bring back the pterodactyl. They can't
They
bring,
will.
They can't bring that
that'll
bird.
be crazy.
They cannot bring that bird back.
Well,
think
they
they're
are
going
bringing
to.
back. They are bringing back a bird.
Yeah, a bird.
I don't.
But
I
not
don't
the pterodactyl.
want-
But they will.
They
That's
can't.
coming.
A 7-ounce blue jay is enough to fuck up your world right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
only imagine.
Oh,
We
God.
get picked off. Your zip line idea would never.
Oh,
work.
would never.
If there were pterodactyls in the
What
air.
happened?
you.
Why didn't you make it to LAX? A pterodactyl.
Snatch me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, these woolly mammoths with their vast migration patterns preserve the health of the Arctic by helping with the ecosystem, and so that's why they really want to do it. Also,
Yeah.
they're looking to bring back the dodo
All right.
Yeah,
as
that's-
well too, and yeah, so just they're playing God here. Just
They
bringing
are.
back all these animals.
Have
That
they
that's
not
a-
ever
yeah.
seen the movies? I mean, come on.
yeah, this
Right.
has never gone wrong. But
That
they
woolly mammoth coat.
Oh, wear
You're gonna
that
be wearing
on the
that on
east side
stage.
for the next
Yeah.
stand-up date.
On the airplane. You know, like, yeah, feel that right there. That's full
It's
mammoth.
for the environment.
So this company debuted in September of 2021. They've had hundreds of millions of dollars.
I
of
bet they did.
investments.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, come on.
And we can't feed the homeless. See, that's the crazy
Yes.
part, right? That shows you. It's little stuff like that that shows you the hypocrisy in society.
How about we feed them to the pterodactyls?
it's coming?
We're always
yeah,
talking about feeding the homeless. Why don't we feed the homeless?
Yeah.
Do
Do
something else.
Yeah. Or they're creating food. I mean, we could feed them woolly mammoth. There's gonna
yeah.
be plenty
Oh,
of
you know,
meat
we
to go
should
around.
feed the homeless. All those whales keep washing up on the East Coast.
That's what I'm saying.
You like whale?
It's
Let's-
ways
the
to
beached
It's
whale.
ways to do it, but it's hard to get donation money for
Yes.
This is
to
a
feed the
perfect
homeless.
example of the bullshit I was talking about, which is somehow we're going to bring back 9 woolly mammoths,
Yes.
and their migration is going to stop the Earth's polar caps from melting and clean up John Kerry's fucking carbon. Like, they have to pitch. Everything has to have that angle.
Yes, and they got millions
Every-
and millions and millions of dollars
Yeah.
because
Right.
they took that angle.
It's
Right.
a good tax write-off versus feeding the homeless.
There you go.
All right, let's bring it home.
All right, check out the Water Cooler Podcast, everybody.
All right, let's see. Byron, the special Byron Bowers spiritual N-word. It's now on Hulu as we speak, and live dates at byronbowerslive.com.
Also,
Jodi.
Disney, if you're in Ireland and Australia, and the other thing that's next to Australia that's small that they don't like, they get beef with. So yeah, check out Disney Plus also if it's not on Hulu in your country.
Oh, Disney Plus. Yeah. And JodiMillerComedy.com. You can go to amcarolla.com for all my live dates. And until next time, Adam Carolla for Byron and Jodi and Chris saying mahalo.